Here we go. Coin toss.
Okay.
Loyalist College Field for another Quinte Skyhawks CJFL football game. My name is Brock Ormond. Well, alongside is Mark McFall on behalf of our Your TV Quinte crew. And Mark, a tough loss 2 weeks ago, last time we were here against a very good St. Clair Saints club. 80-plus points put up by the Saints from Windsor. But this is a different opponent, the Hamilton Hurricanes, but still going to be a tough test.
Absolutely, and I think Quinte is really going to be coming out hard today. They're going to be trying, but they are going to be missing some key players due to injuries. So I'm looking forward to a great game as Hamilton, they're 2-2. Our Quinte Skyhawks are 0-4. But today's game is going to be great. Quinte lost the toss, so they're going to be receiving the ball. They're going to get it. So the offense is going to get on the field right away, and let's see what they can do.
Yeah, they got a touchdown. Actually, the last time they played at home, they managed to get a touchdown against the Saints off of a offensive turnover by the Saints on defense. Jacoby Dillon brought it in. But now the Saints, or rather the Skyhawks, coming in and struggling a little bit, like you said, 0-4, but another tough loss in Brock Lever, the running back, who's actually the team's rushing leader, missing from the lineup.
Yeah, but Asimus is his backup, and he's going to be going in today. He's a great runner. I've seen him over the last few years in the Quinte area, and so I think they're going to do all right. So we're ready for a great game today.
Let's go, baby! Yeah, kickoff about to start here. Again, the Skyhawks, as you heard, they're going to be receiving. They'll be on the offensive side of the ball first. As the Hurricanes get set up about midfield, they'll drop back to kick it. And again, we'll get into it more as the game goes along, but both teams, in fact, missing their rushing leaders. Hurricanes also have Isaac Macalona not dressed today. We're underway here at Loyalist College Field, here on Your TV Quinte, another Quinte Skyhawks CJFL game. And right away, the Skyhawks get stopped at about their own 30 or so.
Yeah, it's a decent return by Nick, and they're setting up there, like you said, on their 30. And so decent field position. And so then today we've also got Brody is starting at quarterback for the Quinte Saints, or for the Quinte Skyhawks. And so, yeah. I know I was aging myself. The way they're calling them Quinte Saints, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. The Quinte Saints, a powerhouse in Bay of Quinte football for many years, but obviously they're defunct now. They merged with the East Side Ravens, who used to be the Moira Trojans.
On the play.
Okay, what's up?
Flag was on Hamilton. First and 5.
And welcome to Loyalist College Field for another Quinte Skyhawks CJFL game. My name's Brock Ramond. Alongside is Mark McFall. Skyhawks taking on the Hamilton Hurricanes as we're getting set for an exciting ball game today with the Skyhawks trying to get their first win of the season. They're 0-4 so far.
Yeah, today's match is going to be really good, I think. You've got a 2-2 team against, well, the Skyhawks are 0-4, but both are hungry for another victory here. And I think today they're evened out. The teams are pretty even when it comes to talent. Both teams are missing their #1 running backs due to injury. So I think today's game is going to be good.
For sure, and yeah, the rushing leaders you mentioned, they're missing Brock Lever for the Skyhawks. Isaac McAlonan, who's the rushing leader for the Hamilton Hurricanes, is out as the Skyhawks get an early offensive possession after Hamilton had won the coin toss but decided to defer it. So the Skyhawks are going to be 2 and out.
Yeah, as they get ready to punt this ball away, that didn't start the way that they were hoping to, as Carter Stevens is under center right now as he is starting out the game. But I don't know, Brody's been coming in a lot in the last few games too. They've been using both quarterbacks, so we'll see how long Carter's able to keep the helm today.
Yeah, Brody Fairbairn actually played the bulk of the game the last time we were here at home 2 weeks ago against the St. Clair Saints in an 84-14 loss. The punt, that's a high one from Swain. That's Brandon Swain, the kicker and punter for that matter. Hurricanes receive, and then one guy just got torn down.
Good coverage by the special teams as they were right down the field on top of their ball returner. And so it's a flip of the field. And let's see how the Skyhawks defense is. They need to come out with intensity. One of the things that I always, when I'm coaching with my defense in that, is always challenging them to come out with high energy to set the tone of how the game is going to be played. Not to come out lethargic or waiting for the play to come to them, but to take it to the offense. And so hopefully that's what the Skyhawks are going to be able to do against Hamilton today.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Mark, Hamilton 2-2. So not quite as much of a powerhouse as a team like a St. Clair or a London or Ottawa even for that matter, who are 4-1. Here's a good run coming up here. That is Williams as he tries to get around and gets brought down.
It's going to be a long day for the Skyhawks defense if they cannot get that contain that they need. They were blocked out on that, and so without that contain, they're going to be able to get that edge. And with the speed of Williams there, it's going to be, it could be a long day if they don't get that tightened up really soon.
Yeah, Caden Williams was the running back there, about 5'10", 5'11", 180. And yeah, like you say, the Skyhawks defense needs to be strong. They actually had a pick six, turned an interception from Jacoby Dillon into a touchdown 2 weekends ago against the St. Clair Saints. Falling down there on that last play and only gaining maybe a couple yards was number 33. That was Carter Michioni.
Yeah, he had some room there, but just blew a tire.
Yeah,
the turf monster got him.
That's right. Yeah, those things can be tough for sure as he fell down at about the 30 or 35 or so. But we're actually playing on real grass too, so it's much different than what the Skyhawks are used to playing on down at Marianne Sills.
Yeah, they actually. The grass is nice. It helps the knees last longer, and Loyals has done a great job with this field and getting this ready for the Skyhawk season. So there's a flag on that play. procedure on the offense. So that'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and again, that's those kinds of penalties really kill you, especially in a 3-down game like the Canadian gridiron game is.
Yes, it is one of the things that drive coaches crazy.
That's right, like yourself. Yeah, I'm sure that's happened plenty of times in your high school and your coaching days for sure. So yeah, the Skyhawks are set up in good position right now, although they're on their defensive side. Hurricanes are inside Skyhawks territory, so they just got to get it a little bit further, a few yards. That's a nice pass and a nice catch too.
Grab.
Beautiful grab as the Skyhawks take it down, and as it turns out, that penalty doesn't hurt them. Kieran Day with the pass. And a good grab by Quinn Robertson, number 88, and he is the receiving leader for the Hurricanes.
Yes, he is, and good reason why. That ball was thrown slightly behind him, but he was able to adjust his body, be able to make that grab, haul it in, and get the first down. So they're down first and 10, but on the 15-yard of the Skyhawks. So time for the defense to come up big.
Yep, it's imperative, because right now the Hurricanes are in good offensive territory. Even if they don't get anything going here in the next couple of drives, they'll still have a chance for a field goal. Getting pushed out of bounds there with Williams. Caden Williams almost fell right into the movable grandstands over there.
He picked up 5 yards on that. So
I'm ready to go. Okay.
And again, Skyhawks defenses are not being able to get the edge. Like the offense is getting the edge. The defense is not getting the contain that they need from their outside. Either that defensive end or their linebackers need to get up there and drive that run play back up the middle where there's more help.
So we'll see what the Hurricanes have in store here in this next drive. It's Day under center. Kieran Day drops back. He's looking to pass. Fires it deep. This is going to be a tough play, and it is caught. Touchdown Hurricanes. And it's Quinn Robertson that gets the pass and takes it in. Good work there by Day and Robertson to hook up on that first drive for the Hurricanes. And 10:21 left in this first quarter. It's a 6-0 score, and they'll go for the extra point.
Yeah, the coverage was there. He just couldn't make a play on the ball as it was being passed to Williams, and yeah, he was able to haul it in. That's the reason why he's their top receiver on the Hamilton Hurricanes team.
Yep, so there's some more added on to the yardage for sure. Here's the kick.
It's good.
And that is good. Yep, so 7-0 Hamilton. Nice tidy bit of effort there on that first offensive drive. And now the Skyhawks offense gets back out looking to answer. And again, sorry about the mark. We mentioned about Brock Weber being out, also quite a few other injuries and also some illness too.
Yeah, that's. I was watching the CFL game yesterday with Winnipeg and the Saskatchewan. They were hit with a flu-type bug through their locker room, so they were down quite a few players. Saskatchewan was. Well, here Skyhawks have a few players that with a flu-like symptoms today also, so they are down some of their normal. Help in this journey today, that's for sure.
No, not at all, especially not against a good, tight Hamilton team. Thomas Robinson, he's out. Tegan Meisner's out. Ethan Larker's out. Jonah Luckner's out. Caleb Belfry is injured. And again, all that means is guys have to step up. That's all it takes. Marcus Asimis, as well as a few other defensive backs as well.
Here they go, getting ready to kick it off, and get the Skyhawks offense out there. Good kickoff. Taking it back. He catches it on his 10-yard line.
Yeah, Nick Zagetti's got some good speed. Look at this. He just rolled right into somebody there.
Yeah, another good return back out to the 30-yard. So he's given his offense an opportunity with good field position. And it's time for them to step up and do something. Carter's back under center as he runs out there with his offense to get things moving right now.
Yeah, Jake Attard, the defensive back that Zagetti ran into. Nick Zagetti was one of two. I mentioned Jacoby Dillon with the pick 6 on the opening play of last home game, the home opener against St. Clair. Nick Zagetti had a late touchdown, the first offensive touchdown at home this season for the Quinny Skyhawks. And last week they fell 53-3 to Ottawa, so they need a big run here as this ball bounces out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Jack Kelly.
Pass was incomplete.
Pass was there, he just couldn't hold on to it. Good coverage, the DB was able to get the ball out of his hand before he could secure it.
Skyhawks in their whites with sort of lime green or so, black. And the Hamilton Hurricanes are in all black with a little gray. Skyhawks will get set up here for the pass.
They're 3 wide. Lockwood's in motion, across the middle, and
oh, that was tipped.
That was tipped.
Yep.
Defense linebacker got his hand on that. Luckily, he didn't pick it. Punt team's coming out. It's 2 and out.
Yeah, Matt McDonald was the intended receiver there, number 1 for the Skyhawks.
Hunting.
And there you see Jacoby Dillon, number 37, coming out. And he's a great player, and he's from the area. He's been around for what seems like forever with the Skyhawks program. And again, this is, like we mentioned last time we were on, Mark, it's so important to have this kind of a team here for kids to strive for, and the Skyhawks kind of branding has really permeated through this region.
Absolutely, and there are some great athletes in this area, but of course they're also going to be drawing in from other areas as they build this program, as it gets stronger. And I know they're 0-4. There was a fake punt on that one. With a pass up the middle, the receiver is open, just didn't have enough arm on that ball to get it to him. So now it's Hamilton taking over on the Skyhawks 30-yard line.
Yeah, and the Hurricanes defender's hand got in the way of that too, I think. So that was a tough barrier for the Skyhawks receiver. And the Canes will get on the offensive side of the ball for the second time.
Yeah, special teams coach Rick Thompson, he saw an opportunity there.
Get off me.
They weren't expecting it, but unfortunately they weren't able to fully execute it. So now they're in a bit of they're back against the wall as they're starting. Hamilton starting on the Skyhawks 30-yard line.
There's the handoff. Day is dropping back. He's got a good right arm. He's going to sling it out. This is going to be a tough play. What a catch, though. Reaching way up and grabbing that one, pulling it down for the touchdown is number 87, Anthony Grigg.
Yeah, and he was uncovered. And it was a zone coverage and 2 receivers in the same zone. And they went and they were able to get Griggs. He was open as the other receiver, number 88 there, he was covered. But unfortunately, there was 2 there.
Yeah, and that's the tough part, is being able not only to cover a good guy like Robertson, but also then you get another guy that sneaks in there. So that's the positivity of having a multi-pronged attack, if you will, as that one's booted through.
Well, it's not the start that the Skyhawks were hoping for, as they're down 14-0, only 7 minutes into this ball game. As the kick return team comes back out.
Yeah, the Skyhawks definitely a tough go of it for sure. Hurricanes burned them on the first 2 offensive possessions. But again, still some time left, 8:54 remaining in the first quarter here at Loyalist College Field on a sort of overcast day.
Perfect day for football if you're playing, because it's no sun in your eyes. It's not scorching hot like it was yesterday in this area. So it's nice for the fans. They're not frying on the stands today. So it's a perfect day for football, just to get Skyhawks to turn things around a bit here.
Yeah, it's very much a pleasant day to play for sure. It feels good. If it feels good for us, then it feels good for the Skyhawks. Players are in all that equipment. So the Hurricanes will get set to punt it away or kick it away. They're all lined up. Skyhawks have 5 wide here on the midfield. There's the high kick. Drop
good
it
kick.
back.
Getting it back on their 10-yard line.
That's Matt McDonald that's running.
Yep.
McDonald's got some quicks too. He's shifty in and out there, and he ends up being taken down.
Yeah. Again, about a 15-yard return, getting it up to about their 25. So again, Carter's coming back out and getting ready to move this offense.
Yeah, and this is the key for the Skyhawks, I think, is to probably get this ball past midfield. If they can get it past midfield and onto the Hurricanes side of the ledger, then that's a pretty successful drive. But of course, they want more than that, because they've been stuck down on their own end for the first little bit. We'll see who comes away with it here.
Balance attack here.
Right on 3.
And it was just
out of bounds about the 29-yard line.
Stevens with the handoff there, and Seghetti ends up running himself out of bounds, but a pretty good run there for Nick Szigeti, number 13.
Yeah, he picked up about 5-6 yards on that sweep that went across, and it was just a quick flick for Carter up to him as he came flying across. So very manageable second down for sure. Gives them more options too when it's 2nd and 5. You can run it still, you can pass it, possibly do a screen pass here.
Yeah, it's all sorts of plays there for sure.
Now they are sending the heat. They've been sending the heat all day. Carter almost fumbled the ball, but he's able to bring it back in. And so Hamilton's D-line got through and were able to put the pressure on Carter, make the sack. And so now the punt team comes back out, another 2 and out. So it's been a tough start for the offense so far today.
Yeah, they need a big punt away here and force the Hurricanes to have to run the ball a little bit more. But Kieran Day's got such a strong arm, though, that it pretty much becomes a moot point because he can just pump it about 50 yards or so and get it down.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. They have lots of tools in the old toolbox here today. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to try that fake again, Brock.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, it was a good idea. It was a great idea for Swain, but unfortunately, and he had a good pass too, right to the middle. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
Not a bad kick.
Nice grab too, though, by
Durrell. There's the flag for no yards. So, and another flag just came out at the end, so probably one for no yards and another one maybe for holding against Hamilton. We'll see here. And Skyhawks has a person down, number 18.
Yeah, it's Damian Robitaille, who's getting checked out by athletic therapist Cole Bond. Yeah, Robitaille, I think, may have taken a foot to the head maybe, and unfortunately, we don't have our replay system up and running today, so we'll have to just make do with and try and remember what happened. But there was a big collision, though. It was about a couple of dark shirts that fell on top of him, and Robitaille down on his stomach.
He was in the middle of it.
Yeah, he's holding on to his head, too, so that's not a good sign at all. Cole Bond looking down, seeing if he's okay.
Let's see what Kevin, the head referee, has to say, what the 2 flags are for today, or right now, I should say.
Yeah, and we'll try and read lips as best we can, too, from here.
Looks like it's going to be against, so there's no yards against Skyhawks for 15 yards because blocked behind on them. It's a 15-yard penalty, and but then Hamilton was blocking in behind, and so it basically offsets. And so Hamilton's starting on the 50-yard line, on the Skyhawks side of the ball on the 50. So good news, though, is Damian was able to walk off under his own power. He looked like he is in a bit of pain, but we wish him the best and hope he gets back out on the field here shortly. Yeah,
he was grimacing walking by our setup here, too. So hope he's doing okay. Damian Robitaille on the Skyhawks, number 18. We get back to action. Day with a nice pass and nobody around him. Anthony Grigg with the grab. He gets brought to the grass rather. That'll be a first down for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, once again, looks like they're in a zone type coverage, and they're just, the receivers are settling down in between the defenders and making it very difficult on them and easy for the quarterback to get that ball into them, give them the time that they need to catch it and go. Got another player down for the Skyhawks now. Can't see the number quite. Yeah, it's like number 12, Joe Tomlinson.
Yeah, if we can get a closer look at it, we'll be able to tell for sure. But again, the Skyhawks dropping early on, and again, a lot of guys already out. So this is concerning. It's got to be concerning for Peter Gabriel.
Absolutely, yeah. This is their linebacker, Tomlinson, who's a big part of the defense, and so for him to, he's holding that arm, that shoulder. So that's not a good sign.
Now he's giving the thumbs up, so that's a good sign to a degree. Yeah, he's got the arm held up by the athletic therapist. So Yeah, the Skyhawks getting banged up early on and down by a couple of possessions.
Yeah, down by 14, still 6:40 left in this first quarter, and it's first down on the Skyhawks 32-yard line.
Yeah, Skyhawks looking for maybe an interception here. But again, defensively, it's I don't know if you're seeing the same thing, Mark, but it seems like there's a little bit of maybe miscommunication where you're leaving guys open like that, especially, you know, a guy like Anthony Grigg who has such good hands.
Well, they're in motion, once passing again.
Yeah, and
again, they're just
rounding him out there. There's a good run by Isaiah Parkinson after the catch.
Yes, he picked up good yards after the catch. Another first down. It's going to be first and goal for Hamilton. As unfortunately, they're having their way with the Skyhawks defense right now.
Yeah, Parkinson with a great run, too. He went wide. He swept out after he made that grab. He kind of cut all the way across the field and then went curving around towards the far end there and almost snuck in. Now we're getting set here for first and goal, like you said, with Day.
Quarterback's there, I got him.
It's going to be a passing play by the looks of it. Oh, he does hand it off. And there it is. Another touchdown, unfortunately.
Yeah, shredded the one tackle there. That was number 8, Caden Williams, with the touchdown. So 3 offensive drives, 3 touchdowns by 3 different Hamilton Hurricanes.
Yeah, the offensive line for Hamilton made a great hole for you. We were perfect position to see it, and he just took off his left side and ran that in uncontested.
Yeah, shifty Caden Williams is, and he just completely crossed out the Skyhawks defense. So we'll try it again here after the kick. This is for the extra point, and it's number 23, Max Sherwood, 6'3", 185 kicker with that big foot again. And he's going to boot it towards the high rise over there behind the Skyhawks end zone.
Well, 21-0 for Hamilton. It's still 6 minutes here in the first quarter.
Yeah, so
this is, this is one of those times as a player in that you got to, really look inside, dig deep, and, not give up. You got to work on the little things like we talked about last time we were together.
That's right. And you can see the differences, but the Skyhawks would love to get at least one score here. Maybe just cut into the Canes lead a little bit just before the end of the first quarter. Give themselves a little bit of confidence moving ahead. But again, Quinny, the fact that this CGFL program is only in its second year, like we said before, and the whole program and its brand is only 5 years old. I mean, it's still going to take a while, but the Skyhawks team just keeps having to push, and they're doing a good job of getting guys and recruiting from outside of this area, so eventually it'll come. If the guys can stick together long enough. There's a tackle there.
Yeah, Matt McDonald had the ball. Let it back out too. Well, they're on their 25 yards. So once again, offense is back on, and even if they can get a drive going, that's something to build on, but the last few times it's just been 3 and out. They need to get a bit of a drive going here to help build up that confidence, get a bit of a rhythm going. It's a big part of the offense, getting a rhythm started.
Yeah, that's right.
Hamilton's been throwing the heat at them all afternoon. Yeah. Once again, they're blitzing them. They're seeing something that they know that they can get their linebackers and D-line past that line, so they're just throwing the heat at them, not giving him Carter an opportunity to maybe throw the ball.
Yeah, there was only about a 1 or 2 yard gain there, trying to bust it up the middle. But again, the Skyhawks maybe would be better served going wide to give the Hurricanes something to run after. But again, like you say, they're still right at pretty much the same spot they've been at
all day.
Yeah, through the whole first quarter so far.
2nd and 8. Carter's got 2 in with them. Once again, Hamilton's looking like blitz. Here comes the blitz. Carter rolls out to his right. There's
Got
the
some time
pass.
there. Yeah,
and
nice
there's the
grab.
catch.
What a grab by Szigeti. He was
Yep.
on his knees there. And we'll see. That is, yep. There's the call.
Yeah, Peter Wood up there, the commentator for the field here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Announcer.
trademark.
Yeah, I was going to say
His
that was.
trademark.
Yeah, that was, yeah, that's when you know, first down. You know, you can hear it loud and clear even through our headsets. So, but another injured player, though, as everybody's on their, at least on the Hurricane side on their knees. Yeah, it's Isaiah Lockwood, who is a Bayside Secondary School Red Devil.
Yes, he is. Yeah. And one of their good receivers here. And so it looks like he just got the air knocked out of him. And I think he's going to be fine. Oh, is there?
Oh, he didn't know where he was. There we go. Yeah, Lockwood was just waiting on his knee, waiting for him to come. Now he's up.
Yep.
And walking back. And he's going back on his own power, which is a good sign. I think
he's coming along all right. I think, like you said, he just
needed maybe a break just to give the Skyhawks maybe some more momentum.
Yeah, we call those stingers.
It
hurts for about 5 minutes, and then you're good to go again.
Yeah, he's off the field now, though, so the Skyhawks after their first down. Yep, first down. So, again, like you say, that all you need is just one or two pieces put together.
Yep.
There's a nice, decent run there by Adam Mizovic, and he's taken down.
Yep. No, now he's another lineman, it looks like, is down. Number 50.
Yeah, so Cole Bond has gotten a workout today. He was just back there with.
Yeah, this Jamie Santo, the O-line for the Skyhawks. Not sure if he got rolled up onto in the middle of there, but he seems to be in a bit of pain, not getting up too quick.
Yeah, Santo's down and getting looked at. He is in considerably more pain than Lockwood was. But yeah, like we said, the athletic therapist getting a major workout early on.
He's getting all his steps in today.
Yeah, that's right. He was standing back near the trainer's bench, and then he had to come running out after the team was yelling for a trainer.
Well, this is good news. Santos is up on his feet, but putting some weight on that one leg. But he is getting help off, so we're going to have to take a look. And now number 60 is coming in to help Cole get him off the field. And again, let's hope Skyhawks can get this rhythm going. Like they need to get something happening here in the first quarter as they're down 21-0.
Yeah, he's hopping too on his right ankle, not putting much weight on it. Boy, the Skyhawks, they might have to bring in some ringers, I think, after this. I mean, good thing the team, they have a lot of players in their team, though.
I was going to say, I thought there should be a whistle blowing there. It seemed like a lot of motion and stuff going on. I think Skyhawks would have jumped on that one.
Flag on the play.
Hamilton reacted. Their defense.
Yeah, so they're going to have to put
it
it back.
Against the Skyhawks. Going back 5 yards. So
Back 5 yards.
it'd be 2nd and 11 by the looks of it, or 2nd and 10, right around there. Again, those are the little things that kills momentum, right? And so you get something going, and then you do something like that. It's frustrating for coaches and for the players. You know, like you're killing all momentum that you have going.
Yeah, and again, they're definitely kicking themselves for sure, because they feel they should know better. But now we'll see what Stevens can do. Again, a lot of movement back there.
Looks like Hamilton, a situation like this, they're going to be sent it. So Carter's going to have to get that ball off quick. And there it is. He does get it off, and it's overthrown.
Way out into no man's land there. I think he may have been looking for Szigeti, perhaps.
Yeah, I think Szigeti was in the area, along with 3 black jerseys for Hamilton. So,
yeah, right into that Bermuda Triangle of defenders, if you will. Carter Stevens is a big arm, and he showed it there. But we'll see how he does. Again, he was sacked once already, so.
Well, they're gonna be able to get the punter's gonna be able to add some field distance to this one hoping for a good punt on this. Finally get it down on the other side of the field, down in Hamilton area.
Brandon Swain back to kick. There it is. Drop.
Good kick.
Food. Yeah, good one from Swain for sure. He has a pretty good foot.
Good.
Jeremy Hicks there, number 2, the runner, trying to rush it up the sideline there, and he has a pretty good return.
Yeah, he has a very good return. He got about 30, 35-yard return on it. That was a great punt, but the coverage team wasn't down there to stop him. So he was able to get a lot of that punt back. So they're going to be starting off on basically on their own 50-yard line, midfield.
Yeah, right there, right at midfield just about. You're right. And with under 3 to go in the first quarter, it's a 3-possession game, so the Hurricanes have scored on each of their first 3 offensive drives, but this time they don't have the luxury of staying inside offensive grounds. And they've got the ball actually parked at the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Defense has to come up big right now. A 3 and out would be perfect. Let's see if they're up for the task here. Oh, they had a blitz on that one from their halfback. Came in. Jacoby blitzed off the edge there, and he almost got to him. He forced the pass probably a little sooner than he wanted to throw it, and that's why it came up incomplete. So good pressure on for the defense on that one.
Yeah, that's a positive bit of progress. Joe Ringette was there in the vicinity of that play, and the sideline was yelling at him to try and pick that off. And but Joe did not pick that off. But again, that's still okay because the Skyhawks do have them 2nd and 10. Canes will get ready. It's Day again in pass position. Out of the pocket. Gary Day's going to try and run this off maybe and then pass. This one's off the hand of a receiver and going to be incomplete.
Yeah, number 81 got a hand on it, wasn't able to bring it in. It was thrown a little high on that one, but again, good pressure by the defense, and it was 3 and out, something that they needed really bad. So the punt return team is out.
Yeah, Tay Fraser was the intended receiver there for the Canes. Yeah, Hamilton coming down from, what, about 3.5 hours away, maybe a little more today, and they were fresh off the bus, ready to go. 3 straight scores, but now they're going to have to punt this one away because they're too far to kick, too far to make a pass unless they really want to gamble.
Yeah, he's kicking into the wind. A slight breeze here today. Good kick. Right to McDonald, and away he goes. Out of bounds at their 42-yard line. So,
yeah, that's an okay run from McDonald.
There's a flag on the play. I don't agree with that flag there.
Got a flag there.
If it's what I think it is, that they're going to throw a flag on Jacoby Dillon. He bumped into the guy. He fell down. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the referee made the call there.
In the foot.
Yeah, they're going to have to move it back just a little.
So it's going back 15 yards.
Yeah, so they caught the collision there, and now the offense is going to have a little bit extra work.
Bit of a weak call, but that's just the coach and me saying that.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's probably what Peter Gabriel's just both thinking right now, too.
Like really, come on.
Yeah, so we'll see now what.
So now they're starting from their back to their 30, like where they've been most of the day.
Are they going to hand off or fake
Good
the handoff? Actually, nice pass there, Seghetti.
Yep,
Seghetti
picked up 16 yards on that. Great pass over the middle.
First down, Skyhawks. Yep, there it is.
Great on the money pass from Carter Stevens there, and moving the sticks and getting them in midfield range.
Yeah, that was the nice fake handoff there too, and too bad we couldn't see a second look at that. Mizovic there was the intended man to hand off. Stevens faked, pulled back through, and that crossed the Canes up.
And what it does is, and that's what that there was, it freezes up the linebackers, and so that allowed Seghetti to get in behind them so that you could get that pass. There's another one.
Ooh, That was a scramble play too from Stevens. Had a chance to pass, but then he saw a defender come. He had to kind of curl back and reverse, and then he throws while on the run and kind of running sideways. And then by that point, a defender had already gotten on a Skyhawks receiver.
Bit of confusion out of the backfield too. But again, good arm from Carter. It was there. But good defense for Hamilton. Great coverage, as you were saying. So it's second and 10.
Yeah, so this is going to be a chance for the Skyhawks, another chance for the Skyhawks to try and pump it downfield. They're at about midfield right now, center of the grass. And now we'll see.
Bit of motion here by Lockwood as he runs down the line. Again, pressure by the defense, and it's picked off.
Yeah, Seghetti was still trying to pry that ball away, but unfortunately it didn't work.
Yeah,
Stevens again scrambling.
Yeah, and that's the problem. He's not getting time to make that pass as Hamilton was throwing the heat at him again. And it's tough to make that throw when you're on the move. You know, quarterbacks like to be able to get their feet set so that they can get the pass. And in this case, he wasn't able to do that. And so the halfback for Hamilton, number 22 there, was able to get that and turn the ball over again. Another turnover. Turnovers, you know, the team with the fewest turnovers usually wins.
That's right, and of course the Skyhawks had a decent looking drive there coming up, but unfortunately it did not quite work out. So now the Canes will set up here with the time ticking down in the first quarter. 21-0 Hamilton leads. Day receives it, drops back to pass in the pocket. Siren goes, and an easy catch there. What a play, and a good run here right at the end. This is going to be a touchdown for the Canes.
That's a touchdown for the Canes.
So that was a 50-yard pass. So again, costly turnover for the Skyhawks offense, allowing Hamilton back on at the last play of the first quarter as they score. Not sure because Jacoby came flying in there to, it was like the receiver got left alone, and Jacoby, I don't know if it was his man. He tried to get over there, didn't get over in time to defend it, and it was a costly.
Yeah, Isaiah Parkinson was the receiver there that carried it in. After making the catch, there's the big boot from Sherwood. And at the end of 15 minutes, it's 28-0 for Hamilton. That last score was big.
Yeah.
To really drive a dig into the Skyhawks.
Yeah, it's making it tough on them, that is for sure.
So we will take a quick break before quarter number 2 action here on your TV. Quincy's presentation of Quincy Skyhawks CJFL football. And welcome back to Loyalist College Field for Quincy Skyhawks CJFL football action. The Hamilton Hurricanes leading 28-0 after quarter number 1. Brock Ormond, Mark McFall, on behalf of your TV Quincy crew, thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure as the Skyhawks will try and roll it out, and they don't get very far with it.
Yeah, Matt McDonald didn't get very far on that at all. He got it on their 5-yard line, got back out to maybe the 20. Again, Hamilton's defense and special teams have been smothering on Skyhawks today, but there's been some flickers of light with the offense. They get things going, and then it's been either a turnover or a penalty that has kind of stopped the momentum, and that's what's hurt them so far. So there's been a switch at quarterback right now for the second quarter here, as Brody Fairbairn is in under center for the Skyhawks.
Fairbairn, the handoff. Yeah, not a bad idea by Peter Gabriel. It was a big tackle there from two Hurricanes on the ball carrier for the Skyhawks. Not a bad idea for Peter Gabriel just to put out Fairbairn, see what he's got. Again, that's not at all a dig on Carter Stevens, because he passed pretty well in that first quarter. Maybe just kind of a momentum shifter, perhaps.
Yeah, sometimes you just bring in different personnel, different look. That could be the spark that gets things going. Because, like I was saying, you just got to get something. There's got to be some kind of momentum, because if not, it's going to make for a real long day for them. But again, that it's 2nd and 10. The defensive line for Hamilton is playing well. They're getting great penetration on the O-line and making it really hard on the quarterbacks today for the Skyhawks, as they're not having a lot of time. Again, incomplete pass in the middle.
Pass attempt for number 13, Nick.
Yeah, now they're going to have to really get it far down the field on the punt.
And now, yeah, and they're punting into the wind now. It's not a huge wind, but it's still a decent breeze here this afternoon. And special teams are being called upon again to help give the Skyhawks a good position.
All right, so Brandon Swain is out again. 6'3", 185-pound kicker for the Skyhawks and punter. And he is back, number 9 again. Here comes the
Coming to me.
Almost blocked.
Yeah, just about. You're right.
Nope.
There's a nice spinorama there by Hicks.
Yeah, flag on the play, no yards. That'll be another 15. But also we have a flag downfield, which could be for illegal block, either in the back.
Yeah.
So we'll see where this where the ball ends up. But again, ball was almost blocked off the foot, and he got that off just in time. But unfortunately, there was no yards.
That's right, and it's like a yard sale out there too. You see all the flags scattered around the field. Yeah, one flag here, another flag there, another flag there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I guess, that tends to happen. I'm not sure if there's, I guess there's 4 referees out there. So.
Yeah, so there we go. We have no yard. So once again, just like in the first quarter, we had no yards on the Skyhawks, holding on the Hamilton. So it's going to be starting off a net difference of 5 yards.
All right, so sitting at about the 45.
Yeah, so instead of Hamilton starting on the 30 of the Skyhawks, they're going to be starting on the 45 of the Skyhawks.
So Quinty now will have to defend here pretty tight against the Hurricanes. He had a good defensive performance the last, not the one at the end of the first quarter, but the one before that.
Yeah, again, there's been spurts, but again, the defense is out on the field a lot because the offense can't get anything going, so it's 3 and out, 3 and out. So as the ball gets thrown in and set up for Hamilton's offense, starting on the 40.
It's Kieran Day again that is setting up in the QB position. He's going to hand off this time on the run, but there's not going to get all that far.
No.
Maybe a couple yards, though. And that last lunge by the running back, number 20, Jesse King, did the job.
Yeah, great. Blenovic, the D-line there, he got through, and D-line did a great job to be able to stop that run. And he was slow to get up after.
Yeah, he just went off field, talked to the coach. Here he is.
Yeah, he's back off to the Hurricanes player there, Tay Frazier, number 81. He's going to get helped off. He's actually walking off on his own power, so that's a good sign as well.
So yeah, he's off for at least 3 plays, though.
Yeah, there's been quite a number already in this first half of guys down on the field injured.
Yeah, keeping the trainers busy, earning their money this afternoon for sure.
Absolutely, and now we'll see what the Hurricanes can do here in this next play. They're
again, trying to run up the middle.
Yeah, King went the other way this time, which is smart. He gets taken down, and the flag is on the field. Yep.
Oh, more flags going. So blocked behind by Hamilton. And another Hamilton player is down. Number 20.
Yep, that was Jesse King, the running back. 5'7", just shy of 200 pounds. And he's going to have to carry the load on the ground with Isaac McAlonen being out. He's backing again, just trying to get that knee shaken out.
Huddle on 4.
Had a pretty decent run though. There King did. I think it just got taken down awkwardly.
Yeah. Yeah, so they've declined the penalty, and it's going to be 3rd down. So Skyhawks declined the penalty to make it 3rd and about 7 yards.
7.
And Hamilton's lining up. So they're going for it. Here's a pass out into the flat. And
this should be a first down or close to it.
It's going to be very close. I think he's going to get the first down on that.
Yeah, good tackle by Josh McBride, number 90, the linebacker. 6 foot 228. And he ends up with the takedown, but it is going to be a first down. Like you said, Mark, you were right. They do move the chains along.
Again, an opportunity for the defense to come up big. Unfortunately, they weren't able to stop the run or the pass on that one. And it's first down Hamilton, back in the scoring position.
So again, Day is behind center. And they're going to give Kieran Day every opportunity to pass they can today as the ball kind of fumbled in his hands, but a good pass there to Robertson. And then he gets met by 2 white shirts, the 3rd one now. Robertson needed some help badly there from his old lineman. In there was Taylor Hoffner, number 69 for the Hurricanes.
Trying to push him up forward to get that first down. It's going to be close. We'll see where they mark that. Yeah, he's going to come up about a yard short. So it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Yep, still a very good opportunity for that first down for the Canes. They'll probably run it, I would think.
Bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yes.
Probably just try and truck it right through the middle.
Looks like it's not even a full yard that they have to go. And again, with CFL rules, defense has to give that yard buffer. So it's almost a gimme, as long as it's a good. Surprised he's not lined up underneath the center. He's going out of shotgun, so. Oh, he's going for the pass. They didn't go for the obvious. And the pass into the corner, picked off.
Picked off too, yep. That might have been Dylan, I think, that got it.
Liam Wood.
Pushing and shoving as well between a couple of people. So let's hope that this doesn't turn around in the Skyhawks.
Well, the flag came out after the play, so it will be a turnover. But depending on who the penalty was on, it will decide where the ball gets placed out of the end zone.
Yeah, so Liam Wood right in there, and good work done by him.
But yeah, not sure if it's taunting on Skyhawks or if the Hamilton player didn't like it and was pushing back. Sort this out, we'll see what's going on, hopefully.
Now the Skyhawks do get a much needed turnover, though, an interception on the defense. So that's 1 each now for both teams.
Well, it looks like it's going to be against the Skyhawks where they're placing it.
Wait, they should be first and 10 because they just intercepted.
Again, it's against both teams. Unsportsmanlike against Hamilton, roughing against the Skyhawks, which is a personal foul. And when it's a personal foul, you're allowed 2 of those a game as a player, and then after that you're expelled from the game if you get more than that.
Yeah.
So the referee is coming over to tell the coaching staff for the Skyhawks. Not sure who it's against, but head referee Kevin is telling Peter who it was. Make sure that he knows that one more and he's gone.
That's right. Yeah, probably a good idea just to keep everybody's lid on it.
Yeah. It can get frustrating, especially when you're getting beat like that. You know, emotions run high, so you have to be careful. So it looks like Skyhawks are going to get the ball starting on their 10-yard line.
Yeah, their own 10-yard line. So now it's going to lead to a more difficult push here. But again, all they need is just one big long pass, and then another good run possibly, and they're right at midfield. Jason Hayes, the head coach of the Hurricanes, getting to chat with the ref.
Here you going for? Okay.
All right, so on that, with the personal foul, it's a 15-yard, and then it was 10-yard penalty against Hamilton, so it nets that 5, and that's why they're at the 10-yard line. I think it's 1st and 10, so from the Skyhawks 10-yard line as we get ready to go here.
So we'll get set. Yep, that's right. Just off a little bit to the, from the Skyhawks point of view, off to the right of the uprights. They got to make sure they don't jump the gun here. There's the drop back. Looking like they're going to pass right over.
Yeah,
nice
over to
grab
Kelly.
by Jack Kelly.
Pass is complete to Jack Kelly, number 2.
And we'll see if this is good enough for a first down, perhaps.
Unfortunately, he got 5 yards on it before he was forced out of bounds. But again, this gives the offense a little more breathing room. Not quite in the shadows of their goalpost, but also it gives them the opportunity for more play options. When it's not as obvious that it'll be a pass. So see what Peter has up his sleeve as he calls in the play for this offense.
All right, so here it comes. They got, gonna see who it is. Looks like it's Fairbairn back again to pass. Mizovic is right there next to him, so
Yep.
maybe we'll see him hand off.
Yep, it was
it's
a draw play that's called, and Hamilton wasn't fooled by it, and so they were able to stop him. I don't think he got anything on that, any yards, and so it's 3rd down and 5 still, and they'll have to call in the punt team.
Yeah, Mizovic trying to jump through the middle there. He looked like he had an opening, and then a hand just came reaching out from a Canes defender and brought him down by the foot.
Yeah.
Tough luck there for the runner. Mizovic had one of the Skyhawks touchdowns last season. 5'9", 205, good running back build. And he's got some good shiftiness as well, but just could not quite move a little too far enough to his right.
Hamilton's defense has been playing really strong this afternoon. That front 7 of theirs has been bringing it to the Skyhawks offense all afternoon, making it so. So they're taking the 2-point safety on that. So now this will bring it out for the Skyhawks. Will kick off now.
Yeah, probably a smart move there deep inside.
Yeah. Yeah, not giving the ball back probably around their own 35, 40. This now brings it back. It's now 30-0.
Yeah, so again, still a lot of work for the Skyhawks left to do.
Yep.
But again, they got to find a break somewhere, because this Canes team, as good as they are, they're not infallible.
So it's going to be a kickoff from the 35-yard line of the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I got either of the receivers.
Skyhawks will line themselves back in their own field position. And Brandon Swain will kick again. This pretty much is the de facto man with the big foot for the Skyhawks. In fact, he's the only kicker listed on the roster.
Yeah, he is, and he's been busy this afternoon.
I'll be getting whoever catches it.
Yeah, and this is the difference too when you got the Hurricanes, who have, they got a couple kickers in their roster. They also have 4 quarterbacks as well, so that's pretty much like a CFL, NFL setup, where you not only have the starter, you got the backup, you got the 3rd stringer and 4th stringer. Skyhawks only have 2, so that makes it a little tougher.
Well, there's some flags on that play, probably holding on Hamilton.
Yeah, we'll see what the call is.
Yep, so it was against Hamilton, so it takes it back. And they'll be starting from there, about 37-yard line.
The Skyhawks trying to keep them right there in that spot. Lined up on the line is Banalevic, Matt Thorne.
McBride.
And McBride as well, yep. Also,
there's a blitz for the Skyhawks. It was picked up, but just missed.
Oh, he tried to leap over Jacoby Dillon and kicked him right in the chest, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dillon was a rock there to receive that. He took the foot right into him.
Looked like there was a possible hurdle.
Got him right here.
Maybe a few yards there for the Canes, but not nearly enough.
No, it's going to be a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, because it was because of that sweep there. He gave up a lot of yardage and a lot of time by doing that. So now the Skyhawks need another stop to keep the Canes out of offensive positioning. Get them to go 3 and out with a punt. Looks like Day's going to pass this off this time. There's a high one, and it's going to go out in no man's land over the head of the receiver. Colin Sargentson, number 23, was right there defensively as well to cover the man.
Yeah, good work for the defense to be able to get a 2 and out, and get the punter out there as he gets ready to get it down the field. Matt Sherwood, the punter for Hamilton, and the 2 returners are back for the Skyhawks, ready to get this.
We got the kick on 4.
Looks like they're going to try to put some pressure on the kicker.
Push your camera.
Matt Sherwood takes it low, lifts it back into the air.
And McDonald's back there to get it.
Nice block too, beautiful block by Hosford for the Skyhawks. Then he gets taken down into about center field, right near the 40-yard line. But a great block. Wanted to point that out by Hosford.
First down, Skyhawks.
So yeah, they're going to start off the ball on their 39. Yeah, and Brody's back out under center. They haven't switched that around yet, so see if we can get something moving here for the Skyhawks.
And so the offensive line getting out there.
Correct.
We got Matt Thorne in there. Got Zach Goodsall, number 53. Mackenzie Jacobs Dunford also in the mix. Fairbairn faked the handoff there. He's going to run it himself. He's got some space down the sideline. Look out. He's going to take himself out of bounds. Good run by Brody Fairbairn, using his legs effectively, and he's got some strong kicks there.
So they picked up about 6 yards on that run. And actually, they're giving him a 7. So there you go. So it's 2nd and 3. Up around midfield as, yeah, like you said, Fairbairn kept it for himself, and he's got good wheels.
He does, yeah, and he did the smart thing as well. Instead of trying to truck through the defender, he just cut and ran right out of bounds, right past our broadcast setup. And we also got a hurricane right in our faces too. Good thing he didn't crash through the table. Yep, that would have been bad. Would have been a lot of money to pay for sure.
Well,
good
defensive line came up big there. It's close. It could be a first down. Depends.
Yeah, that is awfully
they're saying
close.
They're coming up about a foot short. So it's 3rd down.
That was awfully close.
Very
right there
close.
at the line. Look like. No, they are going to call it first down. Yeah, but they put the ball right behind the last marker, or the yard markers. So yeah, they do call it the first down. Wow.
So there we go. That's good. That's good for the offense to get things moving here.
Yeah, the Skyhawks certainly got a break, but that was awfully close. Like we said, it was good enough to be a first down. So now they'll start the set of downs again, restart it, and they got the chains moved down 1st and 10.
Right, camera 2.
Another big push here would be great.
There you go.
Fairbairn fakes the handoff again. Now he's going to run, probably going to pass on the run.
Get rid of it, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, the ball just leaked out. Trying to see who the intended target was. A lot of bodies around there. Oh, that would have been Mizovic.
Yeah, he slid, tried to get underneath it, but ball hit the ground before it got to him.
There you go, right there.
So 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they're at the 50-yard line. Their own 50-yard line, the Skyhawks
Tilt down a little
are.
bit. There you go.
And again, Fairbairn is back in the pocket. He's also joined by Marcus Asimis, the running back. So we'll see what he does. He's going to pass it. Look at the rush again. The offensive line not doing their jobs, but he makes a nice short pass, fighting off one tackle. Asimis, 2, and then gets brought down. Good, decent run by Asimis, though.
Yeah, Asimis he's a strong runner. Comes up a little bit short. I'm thinking that they're going to go for it at this time of the game. Down by 30. And so it's 3rd and about, they're going to need about 3 yards. And so they're going to be bringing out what they call their heavy set, where they bring in the big boys across the front and try to plow that up the field 3 yards to get the first down. Keep this ball going.
Yep, good idea. Not a bad option at this point, down by 30. Skyhawks need something to go their way here offensively. They're going to actually do Mizovic. Mizovic trucking through. Is it good enough?
It looks like he got the first down.
Looks like he got it.
Yep,
yeah.
First down.
Ooh, that was close. And they're going to tell them to move the change down. Yep. Yep. And Peter Wood says first down Skyhawks. That's when you know. And you always know that's it. Mizovic takes it in and punches it ahead 3 yards like they wanted. And that move to get the big boys out paid off.
Yeah, they're hasn't happened a lot today, but they're on the Hamilton side of the field, and so they're moving the ball. Still have 4 minutes left in this half, the first half here. So still time to put some points on the board before the half.
So here comes the snap, Fairbairn. Hands out, waits, gets it, fires, nice pass, clean one there to Matt McDonald, and he's got it, gets brought down as well by number 24 for the Hurricanes, the defender. And it's going to be a 2nd and probably about
5.
Yeah, 5, I was going to say 5 or 6. And Matt McDonald with another reception onto his mark. And if Fairbairn can make another good one here to someone down over on the right sideline, then he's got himself another first down. Skyhawks drive. This one has probably been their best of the game so far.
Yes, it has.
With 3 minutes and change left in the first half.
Yeah, they got the motion going as he drops back.
Nice toss and a beauty there to Isaiah Lockwood. He gets brought down. Elbow just got driven into the ground, but he is going to be a first down again. And
first down, Skyhawks!
Yep. So yeah, Isaiah Lockwood starting off on the left side, came across and then cut across the middle, and was able to hold on to that ball as he was getting tackled when he, as soon as he caught it. So as a receiver, you know, you got to play tough because you know you can hear those footsteps coming, and to focus and be able to grab the ball and know that you're going to get hit takes a lot, and he brought it in.
Yeah,
so here they go. Back up the middle with the run.
Ooh, Mizovic got clothesline there. Almost got suffocated by the Hurricanes defense. So
yeah. Again, that defensive line is really strong for Hamilton today. You're not getting a lot of yards on them, so it kind of limits it as an offense. Then you have to start trying to get the edge or quick passes, and then as a defensive coordinator, you go, okay, this is what I want to set up for my linebackers because I know they can't run on me, so I know they're going to have to pass or do these short passes, so then you set up your defense to go up against that. So that's what they've been doing, and it's been working so far against the Skyhawks, but again, they're moving the ball. 2nd and 7. See what they can do here.
Fairbairn back, hard toss. Is it good enough?
Yeah, he caught it.
Yes, he got it.
And it looks it's going to be pretty close to first down. He might be a little short.
Yeah, looks like he's just a smidge short, but what a pass by Fairbairn.
Yeah, so Jack Kelly brought that in, but now he's taking a knee right now. So the trainer Cole's running out there to see. When he caught it, he was in an awkward position, so could have pulled something. As he takes a knee, Cole goes and checks. So they're short still. They still have less than a yard to go, so they're going to be bringing in the heavy set once again. It worked last time to get that first down, and they're going to be able to do that again.
Yeah, it's, they got Sam Darren out there. They got Banalevich out there. And Jack Kelly is going to get taken off the field. He'll walk off with Cole Bond, the athletic therapist. Yeah, he and Becca Gorsline do a good job of keeping these guys all fresh and ready to go and keep them healthy. Because I mean, even though you don't play as much, you do practice, and it is a long season once you get out there, you know, a few times a week and get banged up like you do.
Yeah, the training staff for the Skyhawks is second to none. They are worked with them both, even at our level in that. So.
Yeah, it's important.
Very important part of the team.
Probably one of the most important next to the players themselves.
Well, there we go. They got the first down. They drive in the ball.
They got it.
Excellent. So now there's just over 2 minutes left and of this half. They're moving the ball, which is good. And they really need to get this in the end zone.
Yeah, after all this has been their best drive of the game by far so far, and if they don't get it in, then it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and they can still get a first down if they get it down to about the 3-yard line, so it's still 1st and 10 here. So it's just an off.
Oh, good run there by Josh Beal, the other running back in the Skyhawks. You got Mizovic, you got Simis, you got Beal as well.
Yeah, he picked up 5 yards.
Not bad at all. Banalevich and Darren come off the field. 66 and 99.
So they're calling a timeout, the Skyhawks are, and figure out exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, timeout call here, probably a good idea. 1:44 left in the second quarter. And Peter Gabriel having a chat with his men, Fairbairn, Stevens, and Kelly peeking over his right shoulder. But yeah, I mean, Mark, you got to say the Skyhawks, even though they're down by 30, they're not out of the game yet, and this drive has been incredible. And they just got to make sure that they have everything they want on this next play. They got to get everything in order, keep everything going.
Yeah, so right now it's, you know, second, and they got 7 yards to go basically, maybe 6 yards, but they can still just get a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal. So. Yes, you want to get it in the end zone, but the big thing right now is to make sure at least get that first down to give you that opportunity to get 3 more tries into the end zone. Rick Little, the equipment manager, again, a very important part of this Skyhawks team as he's running off.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
here we go. They're lining up.
So here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, Fairbairn telling his men to spread out a little bit, a little Seghetti.
Oh, he's dropping back to pass.
Oh, he fell. The defender for the Hurricanes fell, and
yeah, it got him out of bounds. I don't know if he picked up any yards on that. He went out of bounds right around where the marker was, so it could still be. It's going to be 3rd down, and they have to. I don't think they'd be sending in their field goal unit. Doesn't look like it. They have to get big points. So they made no yards on it. It's 3rd and 7 again, or 3rd and 6.
Yeah, this is going to be tight, and even if they don't get in, at least they'll keep the Canes pretty deep inside their own end, which is, I guess, a silver lining, but obviously they'd much rather score because this is their best opportunity right here.
Yeah.
They haven't come close to this all day so far, so we'll see what they do.
So they're in motion. He's rolling out to his right. Here's the pass.
Heaved it.
And,
oh, it popped out of his hands. Great pass by Fairbairn.
It was there. It was, yeah, Isaiah Locke would like to have that one back again. That's for sure.
Yeah, the ball was right there in his hands.
And out of his hands.
Yeah, but I think once he hit the ground, his knees hit the ground, and that's how it kind of jarred the ball loose on impact.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't usually miss those ones.
No, but overall, still a great drive by the Skyhawks. Even though it didn't result in any points, certainly something to build off of, especially late in the second quarter in the first half, giving them an opportunity to push back. And again, that silver lining comes into play. They do have the Hurricanes pretty deep inside their end, but the difference is Kieran Day's got a bullet arm, so he can get that out of danger in a hurry.
So yeah, they take over on their 10-yard line, basically. And we'll see what Hamilton does, if they're going to try taking a deep shot right off the bat, which wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, he's dropping back to pass. Good pressure, though, by the defense.
Yeah, nice work.
He gets the ball out. Oh, it's almost picked off.
Almost picked off, yep, and incomplete. But good defensive effort there by Jacoby Dillon to bat that ball out.
He's always in the area of the ball when it's a throw, it seems like, with Jacoby. And again, that hit his hands. He's talking to himself right now, saying you should have caught that.
Yeah, I was going to say, listen in. You can hear it. You can almost sense it just by the body language.
Exactly.
And Jacoby Dillon is a quick hand.
He's like, try that again. I'll catch the next one.
That's right. He already has a defensive interception turned into a touchdown this season. Did that last week, and we erroneously said we thought because of how far away it was Braden Kinman, but it wasn't. It was because the two of them both have long hair, right? So it's kind of hard to see. Both have threes in the back of their jerseys.
Well, the defense came up big here. This is good on the Skyhawks as they tried to run the ball up the middle. D-line got them, and they only got about a yard on that. So it's third down. They'll be bringing in the punt team. Still lots of time. That's one thing I like about the CFL. It's stop time.
Yeah, 1:17 left in the first half. The score still 30-zip for the Hamilton Hurricanes, the visitors here to Loyalist College Field this afternoon. It's the second of 4 home games for the Quinte Skyhawks CJFL U22 team this season.
Why isn't it running? Did they use a timeout?
We got next week as well, the 18th of September, again 2:30, and then October the 2nd. The Ottawa Sooners making their first visit to Loyalist College Field in Belleville.
Yeah, they're having a successful, so far, return to the league. They were absent for 3 years, and then under new ownership, they've come back, and they're 4-1 this season so far. So they've been playing well.
Yeah,
so they're going to be another strong team that the Skyhawks are going to have to deal with.
Yeah, they already beat the Skyhawks once, 53-3. That was last Sunday at Carleton University's field.
So Hamilton let the clock go down, and then they took a timeout. So that's now less than a minute left for the Skyhawks when they kick it off and they return when they get the ball back. Still lots of time.
Yeah, so Rick Little's out there again getting his guys hydrated. And they need it, even though it's not quite as much of a scorcher as it was 2 weeks ago. It's still, gets pretty hot under all that equipment. So Rick's out there getting some water in them. Stop the Canes' offensive attack. But again, that last offensive drive, something to build off of, like we said. And unfortunately, like I say, they had all those plays and all those first downs, and it just amounted to 0. But again, you got to take the positives when you get them. And certainly that was an outstanding effort. There's a big high kick.
Good punt. Backing him up. McDonald's got it, though, around center.
Ooh, we had to duck a tackle there.
So they're taking over on the, basically midfield. And so they've got 48 seconds to get it down the field and get some points on the scoreboard.
So now Quinte's back on the offensive side of the ball with 48 seconds left in the first half. So just to recap the scoring for you quickly, the Hamilton Hurricanes scored 4 touchdowns on 5 offensive drives in the first quarter, and by 4 different players, no less, including Quinn Robertson, the leading receiver for the Hurricanes, and then they've added a 2-point safety in this quarter. Fairbairn switching hands there, nice pass out, and that's going to be a first down. Jack Kelly's going to break through.
Gone.
Kelly's going all the way, touchdown, Quinte Skyhawks. Jack Kelly with the score. But what a pass by Fairbairn. It looked like he switched hands almost there, Mark. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not, or switched sides anyway, but he puts it down and Kelly goes all the way.
Yeah, that's a 50-yard toss and completion for a touchdown. And you can see how the Skyhawks bench just lit right up after that. And so there's still life. There's still lots of football left. The defense, the last few drives against Hamilton have shut them down. So it's a great way to go into halftime with the momentum like that. So
yep, that's right. And look at what a good offensive drive can do for you too. I mean, they didn't score that last play, but they took advantage of some maybe spotty defense there from the Canes, which is something we haven't said all throughout this day so far. But unfortunately, Jacobs Dunford got banged up on the end of that play, so that's the only downside of that. But he's back off onto the sideline, just past us, and he'll get looked at. So for the first time, Brandon Swain will have a chance at an extra point.
Yeah, that's right. He's only been punting mostly this afternoon, so this is a nice change for him. So yeah, 38 seconds left in the half. Hamilton will have a little bit of time after the kickoff.
Yeah, they'll huddle together and
so they'll decide to see if they actually take a play or if they'll just knee it out and go into halftime with the lead.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. The clock is stopped right now in the final 2 minutes.
38.5 seconds.
Yeah, Skyhawks had to take a timeout because they didn't have the right personnel on for the extra point. So as they line up, looks like they got it all straightened out.
I got the profile of the kick.
Yeah, Brandon Swain is going to get set to kick off, or to kick it through.
Yep, and he...
Yep, that is good. Yep, that's good. 30-7 now, so the Skyhawks do carve into that Hamilton lead. Jack Kelly with the reception, and he takes it about 50 yards. That was Fairbairn with the pass, and so Brody Fairbairn has his second passing touchdown in as many games at home. And again, after a couple weeks ago, Mark, Skyhawks in much better position right now to kind of claw back and make a bit of a comeback, because St. Clair had, I think, more than 50 or 60 points by the half. So
the St. Clairs are in kind of a league of their own. They're perfect season so far. Everybody that they've come up against, they've taken care of quite handily. So
that's right, and there's not too many teams that can really answer to them. Maybe London, but
London gave them a bit of, but again, St. Clair's came through, and they are the team to beat this year. But right now, Skyhawks have Hamilton's in their sights. See what they can do after this, after the halftime.
GTA Grizzlies as well are in the mix. There is the boot. There's the catch. Here comes the run. Trying to cut through the middle there, and then bodies go flying all over the place. They're still moving, and finally they're going to take them down. That was Riley Love with the tackle there, number 52, I believe. We'll see. We'll get a. No, it might have been 92. Jaden Hay, actually, linebacker.
Yeah,
32.
Cole Connor was the one that was running it back.
Got him.
Decent return, right up the middle. And so they're starting on their own, looks like 40, or on their own 40-yard line. So
about to lose it.
30 seconds left. Let's see what they decide to do. Again, I'd be playing a bit of a prevent defense where they don't have a lot of time, so they might be trying to take a big shot. But they're only playing with one safety. Skyhawks dropped back, one deep guy. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, the Canes will love nothing more than to restore that big lead. Here's a long pass out.
And incomplete. Good coverage.
Yeah, almost an interception again. That was Colin Sargentson in there, who, as we mentioned 2 weeks ago, scored the first touchdown in CJFL history for the Quinte Skyhawks.
Welcome back, Colin.
Yeah, it's good. I coached him in high school, and Sarge. We call him Sarge. And he took command of that right there. So it's good to have him in the backfield again, that's for sure. Yeah,
he was out last week. We didn't see him the week before.
No.
So.
And so, good coverage again. They'll go into like a prevent where they just have one safety deep to make sure nothing gets behind them. And try to go into halftime just down by the 3 touchdowns.
They're going to pass here. They called it out. That's going to be a tough play. Oh, what an effort. Got a hand on it.
Yep.
89. That was Luca Jones that got a hand on that. Long range pass from Kieran Day. Unfortunately, could not haul it in. So the Canes are going to go 2 and out to punt. Sargentson doubled over a bit here, though.
Yeah.
But he's gonna take himself back off.
Yeah, hopefully the cameras weren't picking that up. He might be one of the ones that may have a bit of the flu too.
Yeah, he's good enough to play apparently, but definitely it's tough on that stomach, especially when you're going at a high octane pace.
Yep.
But Sargentson has been good so far today. Skyhawks down by 23, so definitely still manageable. I mean, it's
a punt.
There's a high kick. Getty with a nice grab. Bit of an awkward grab, but he does have it. He's got a long ways. Everybody's backing up. Look out.
Whoop.
He's good. Yeah, he didn't have a whole ton of space here coming down the sideline, and then runs it a bounce. Has only a little bit of space between our booth and the camera that's set up. Yeah.
Yes, Getty.
Again, like we said, a lot of money to replace if those monitors and cameras go down. Yeah,
not to mention you and I.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. That's a lot. That's a lot of money out of our pockets too.
You and I can't be.
That's right. We're hanging up. So that's looks like we're going without.
We don't need Cole over looking after us also.
Yeah. No. That's we got too much to do here in the second half coming up. 8 seconds left in the first.
So we'll see if they're just going to take a knee to go into halftime, or if they might take one long last shot at it. No, it looks like they're in formation just to take the knee.
Yeah, the siren just went too, and that's it for the first half. And again, the Quinte Skyhawks had a good showing offensively the last little bit. They finally break through after a great first drive that ended with no score, and then Jack Kelly with the catch off a Brody Fairbairn pass takes it to the house, and it's a 23-point deficit now for the Skyhawks. First half thoughts, Mark?
Well, Skyhawks came out slow, and Hamilton came out with, especially their defense, firing all cylinders. And like you were just saying, though, the offense started to get momentum in the second quarter. Halfway through the second quarter, now they're starting to be able to move the ball. Maybe they've made some adjustments. They're figuring out the Hamilton defense, so that giving them some time to be able to move the ball. So I'm expecting something good out of the second half here.
And we hope to see more of those good things as well. Jack Kelly, the only TD so far. The Skyhawks down 30-7. You're watching Quinte Skyhawks CJFL football on your TV, Quinte. Okay. Welcome back to Loyalist College Field, just in time for kickoff as the Quinte Skyhawks and Hamilton Hurricanes begin the second half.
Yeah, kickoff because of Hamilton won the toss at the beginning of the game. They deferred it, so they get the ball in the second half here. And a good kick by the Skyhawks in return as we get ready to start the second half. Started off a little slow for the Skyhawks in the first, but they came out in the second quarter and scored just before the half. So they're back in the game.
Yeah, that's right. We were just about to talk about that too. Jack Kelly with a great pass, or great catch rather, off the pass from Brody Fairbairn, and a good solid run. You said it was about 45, 50 yards or so. Jack Kelly had to really run it, but he had a lot of space. Once he shredded that one tackle the Hurricanes attempted on him, he was gone.
Yeah, and so hopefully that's the momentum that they needed to get going. But right now the defense has to come up big. They were playing, 3 and out just before the half. Maybe they figured out the offense a little bit. And one of the things, though, they're not going to have Joe Tomlinson in the second half because he was hurt with a shoulder injury. And
there's a nice catch, and that's going to be a touchdown. But the flag,
but there is a flag on
the field. So there could be a chance that this gets called back.
Yeah, so Tomlinson, they don't have him the second half. Another defender is down. Again, it makes it a little tough when the numbers are hurt. Liam Wood, he was expelled from the game, I found out, in that after he caught the interception. And so he was expelled from the match for a personal foul there. So, again, the defense is thin.
Yeah, very much so. And unfortunate for Wood, too. He had that nice interception, and then he ends up getting taken out. And the result will be a touchdown for the Canes. So that's unfortunate for the Skyhawks after that great end of the first half and then opening drive of the second half, and the Hurricanes get one.
Yeah, so it was holding against the Skyhawks. Of course, they declined it. Touchdown. That was about a 60-yard pass and go. And so they're getting set up for the extra point here. And if they get that, it'll be a 30-point difference. But right now, Cole is attending to. I didn't see who it was that is down right now, but they've got a few of the trainers going out. So.
Yeah, we'll get a closer look at him here. Perhaps, if we can see him walking off the field.
Number 82. Is it 8 or 80? Is it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it looks like it is 82. And fortunately, we don't have a name for him. Either way, he got dinged up pretty good.
He's holding the back of his neck, so he'd be done for the day because of concussion protocol and such. As he comes off.
Yeah, nice to see Jonah Lechner out there as well. One of the players that was already ruled out of this game. He's walking off with him.
So it's Hosford is his name.
That's right, Hosford. Yep, that's right. He made a nice play earlier. So there's the extra point for the Hurricanes. 37-7 is the.
Not the start of the second half that Peter and the team were looking for, that's for sure. But like I said, defense is getting a little beat up, banged up because they've been on the field a lot this afternoon. Once again, the offense needs to get these drives where they're on the field a bit longer and to be able to give the defense a bit of a rest as they're coming off the field. The offense is getting ready to go back on. First of all, we have a kickoff as McDonald is dropping back there to receive.
So we'll see if the Skyhawks can answer back. So the 30-point spread has been restored as a result of that last Canes touchdown. So obviously that break was just what Hamilton needed to get back into this game, get their heads on straight again. And they'll kick it off. Sherwood is back. Number 23 in the black and gray. Here comes the boot.
Great kick, sending McDonald right back to his goal line.
Yeah,
As
nice.
he's bringing the ball out. And good coverage by Hamilton as looks like he got it out to about the 20, almost the 20-yard line there. So that's where the offense is starting from. And Fairbairn is coming back out. Brody is leading the offense for the second half. No changes there.
Yeah, and McDonald had to almost catch that ball on the run too, coming back, which was pretty impressive. And he had to, but he also as a result of that, lost some momentum moving forward, so he had to kind of stop, then restart again. And he does put it up a few yards, but not a whole ton. Now we'll see what Fairbairn can do with his arm.
Well, he's got the guys in motion, and it's a run up the middle.
Mizovic trucking through there and actually gained maybe a yard or two more than he looked like he was going to at first.
Yeah, he runs hard, Mizovic, and but that's what you ask of your running backs too. And we've got a couple. Again, these players are starting to drop like flies. That's number 52 is taking a knee.
Riley Love.
He's trying to get back up. He's limping a bit, and then there's also another player down. Can't see who that is.
2 players.
As Cole is looking at, so yeah, 2 players down on that one. They're going to have to start dressing some of the coaches in equipment here soon.
Get Coach Gabriel back out there again, relive his glory days.
That's right. Yeah, he played in Ottawa University as a fullback. So
that's right. Good university guy and just a great football guy, and certainly we're lucky to have him here in Quinte.
Absolutely. Him and his wife Brenda, they started the Skyhawks here back in 2018, and they've built quite the thing, and it's only getting better all the time. And so yes, I know he's frustrated right now with the scores and that, but they're building on this and realizing that this isn't a sprint, this is a marathon, so you got to keep just doing what you have to do to get better each and every year, and that's what they're going to be doing. So also 55 was the other player, so that's Zach Little, and he's their center. So that's a big loss if he's not able to come back in the game. But known Zach a lot of years, and he's a tough kid, so I'm sure he's going to be coming back out once Cole gets to take a look at him.
Yeah, Zach Minor Little going off, and Riley Love is just being picked up off the field now. Yeah, so
the team's clapping them off the field here. So.
Good to see Minor Little off there and having a bit of a joke with the trainer. And there comes Riley Love as well, and it's the Hamilton trainer that came out to take a look at him.
That's one thing there with this fraternity of trainers that I've seen over the years is that they're there for each other, and they help each other a lot when it's needed. So.
Yeah,
the player's safety always comes first.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what jersey you're wearing, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and it's the same with a lot of sports too. Football and like you said.
Oh, there we go.
There's a good run for Mizovic. He might break away.
No, he's caught from behind.
Nice run.
But a good run for the first down for Mizovic.
Yeah, Adrian Allen was able to catch up to him and bring him down, but after he made a huge yard on it, big first down, bringing it out to midfield. You tell him, Peter.
Yep, that's right. He's going to say, probably wore his vocal cords out a bit on the last one of the last drives before the first half ended, and he's got the chops going again. So the Skyhawks trying to answer back here after being scored on the last drive against.
Nope, they're going.
Snap. Fairbairn hands off. Mizovic met right away, and that's going to be a loss of yards for sure.
Yeah, and you know, when you lose 2 of your starting O linemen to injuries, defense is going to key in on that and test out the guys that are in at replacement. And as you can see there, number 41 for the Hamilton was able to just Isaiah Joseph was able to get right through there from the linebacker position. So it is a loss of 4 yards, looks like. So it's second and about 14 they need to get the first down here.
Yeah, it's going to probably result in a passing play here coming up. Fairbairn sets up, tells his man to get in position. That's Beal.
And they send the heat again. And it's a little screen pass.
Nice pass, too. Simmons has it. Broke off one tackle. He's got a chance for another couple of yards, but he gets taken down.
Yeah, good play. And Hamilton was able to get on it, and not enough, so it's about 3rd and 7, so they're sending out the Swain and the punt team.
Yeah, tough luck there. Nice catch, though, by Simmons, who's normally a running back, but he ended up having to receive there, pulls it down, and gained a couple yards, but not nearly enough to get that first down. So everybody comes off, and yeah, like you said, the punt team is on. There's Swain leading the way.
They might.
And it is difficult when, like I said, you get starting O-linemen that are out right now. Hopefully they can come back in. I look over the sideline, and Zach Minor-Little is walking around and looking good. Great punt by Swain, nice and high, giving his coverage team lots of time to get down there and to cover this.
Yeah, a lot of blockage there, and finally they get taken down, but a flag is on the field. The referee threw it down right at the conclusion of that play.
So, yeah, that was Terrell for Hamilton.
Terrell at the Burge, yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing well following his blocks, but we may be coming back for a block from behind.
So we'll see if the Skyhawks can keep them stranded at midfield.
That's what it is, block from behind, so that sends the ball back.
Okay,
so good field. So this is a great opportunity for the defense to get a 3 and out, get good field position for the Skyhawks offense, as Hamilton is now, because of that penalty, pushed back and starting from their 20, it looks like, or 25.
Yeah, so Hamilton, one of the rare times that that team gets
30.
stuck.
Is their 30.
Yep, still on the defensive side of the field. That's rare for Hamilton. But we'll see if they can get out of this jam.
All right.
Skyhawks need to stop.
He's right up under center. He gets a snap. It's a handoff. Another flag's thrown there. Looks like holding against them, so that'll bring it back 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20 for Hamilton, and good work on the Skyhawks defense.
Yep, drawing them.
Means they're doing their job. If the offense has to hold you, means you're doing your job well.
Yeah, that's right. Drawing them into to penalties that are unnecessary for Hamilton. Again, Quinney has seen some good progress. Again, still down by 30, but unfortunately, fortunately though, they have improved with each play. And after being stuck deep offensively in their own end for a long, long time, they finally broke out. And by the end of the first half, they had a touchdown, and they might have a chance at another score here if they can stop the Hamilton offense from getting too far upfield.
We'll see if they bring the heat on this one. It looks like they're blitzing the middle. They are. And getting up there, missed tackle, but finally looks like it's Jacoby Dillon, and he's slow to get up right now. As he's back up. He made the tackle. He got up from his halfback position, was able to make the tackle with maybe 2-yard gain on that. So, but now again, he's moving a little slow. So.
Yeah, it's the walking wounded out there right now for the Skyhawks. Carter Michione was the ball carrier there, by the way. Okay, so it's 2nd.
And a long way to go. 17 yards it looks like, roughly.
I was going to say, yeah, probably not much further than they were before.
Looks like they're in man coverage for the Skyhawks, and so see what happens here. It's a pass. He drops back to pass. Good pressure. He gets out of it, though. And Jacoby almost got a pick.
Oh, Dillon almost got it, and he's upset with himself that time for sure.
That's twice now this afternoon that he had a hand on a ball and wasn't able to bring it in. But, again, the defense is forcing a punt, and the offense should get good field position. And so, yeah, good stand for the defense on this one.
Runners.
Yeah, we could see Dillon's anger and frustration there. One of these days he's going to get it, though. At some point, the ball is going to just stick to his hands. He's going to go.
Yeah, so. If they want to keep trying to throw it around him, it's not one of the smartest things to do, because he will catch it. Or knockdowns are just as good, you know. Here they are punting the ball away, And Skyhawks are going to get an opportunity with good field position.
Yeah, that's a defensive player's dream in football, is an interception where you leap, catch it, and then run it the other way.
It's a low punt, and they have to run the ball. They're going to get really good field position if they can bring them down here, and they do.
Yep, they did.
So the offense is going to get the ball on their 18-yard line. Excellent work by the special teams, putting the pressure on. It was a bad snap, you know, and those happen, so the punter wasn't able to get the kickoff. He tried to run it, and the defense, or the special teams, was all over it and stopped. So excellent opportunity right now for them.
Excellent indeed. As the ball gets tossed back to the sideline here, and get a Hamilton coach out to pick it up. But yeah, this is excellent opportunity for the Skyhawks here to get another score and get their fans pumped up. It's another good crowd here today as well.
Yeah, it's a very good crowd. It's one thing, Skyhawks have good fans. So they're starting first and down on the 18 of the Hamilton. As Brody's back in the shotgun, he gets it.
There's the handoff.
Yeah, he's
sweeping wide again. This is going to be tough.
He's maybe picked up 3 yards on that. Bit more than that. It's hard to tell from our angle. Oh, he got a lot more, it looks like. So that jet sweep has worked out. They've ran it a couple times here this afternoon with Zaghetti, and he's got the speed for it, and they're able to get that contained block on the edge, so that gives him the room to be able to do his thing. So it's 2nd and 5, and here they are down on Hamilton's 12.
So Fairbairn again set up here in shotgun position. And he's got Beal right to the right of him.
Beal and Asimis back there to help block as he gets the ball off.
Nice toss.
It's caught.
Nice toss.
It's going to be
Fairbairn.
close. Is it a first down? They're looking at it real hard. But again, another player down for the Skyhawks, unfortunately. 77, it looks like.
Yep, Jacobs Dunford.
Yeah. Another O-lineman. They are having a tough go of it this afternoon, the O-line for the Skyhawks. So he came up short, it looks like. They're placing it. It's going to be 3rd, and they need 2 yards to get the first down on this.
Third and a couple.
So we'll see. They're bringing out their heavy team. So obviously they need to go for it. 3 points isn't going to do you any good right now.
Yeah, no, they need a big push here.
Oh, that's good. Dunford's up on his own power, and he's walking it off. So hopefully it was just a bit of a stinger, and he'll be back in 3 plays.
Yeah, and he took a hard fall there as well.
When you're that size, they're all hard.
I guess you're right. Yeah. I suppose you're absolutely right. Yeah, especially at 280 pounds, what Dunford is, because he took a hard fall there.
So they're actually brought out the change to measure it, and so to get the ball right in the right spot. So there's no questions.
It is 3rd down in inches.
3rd in inches, they're calling it.
Yeah. So that's why they've got the heavy set out there. And again, it's just unless it's a bad snap or something, usually the offense can pull off a first down because of that 1 yard buffer that the defense has to give. So the defensive line has to make sure to be close. But he got it. First down.
Yes, they did. Yep. Down Skyhawks there. Mizovic, and Adam Mizovic has had a pretty solid game. Again, he doesn't have any scores at all, but he has gained a few yards. And again, that's a positive note.
Well, yeah, he's kept a lot of these drives going because of his hard running today. So, and again, it's just picking up that 1-2 yards, get the first down, and now it is 1st and goal. They're on the 5-yard line. Great opportunity to put some more points up on the board.
Yep, and like we say, just before the next play, Josh Hosford, I don't think he's back yet after getting his injury early.
Yeah, they left the heavy set on. Mesovic throws the ball, and it's picked. No, it's been, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a scrambly play. It looked like a miscommunication again, but a flag is on the field.
Yeah, but it's after the play. The interception is going to hold up. And so.
Yeah, that was a big escape from the Hamilton Hurricanes out of that jam. They were in trouble.
Yeah. I don't understand the play call on that one. Why, when you have your heavy set out there, you've been able to move the ball with it, why you have your fullback trying to throw the ball. I don't know if he panicked and thought maybe he saw something that we didn't, but that usually doesn't end up paying off for you when you have to do stuff like that. So
yeah, no.
Again,
that's right.
They're able to move the ball with the heavy. As a coach, I'd be saying keep doing it. If it works, keep doing it until they stop it. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, and you're right. It did seem like a bit of a panic play from Mizovic as he was trying to throw. It looked like he was trying to throw his offhand, perhaps. Again, we haven't seen him throw at all, so it was tough to tell.
So they intercepted in the end zone, and so they get to bring it out and to the 35. And that killed that drive.
Yeah, big time, and that's unfortunate too, because the Skyhawks looked like they were progressing pretty well, and then they took a hard shot there for their efforts.
So that, and then they took a penalty after, so it moves the ball out to the 35, and so the Hamilton offense has got the ball. Let's see if the defense can come up and get another 3 and out. There's the pass. Oh, there, the good pressure. Hay got in there. And it's got the sack.
Yeah, so first of the game for the Skyhawks, as a matter of fact.
And so he pushed them back and it was loss of 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 15 for Hamilton.
Yeah, Jaden Hay got right in there, number 92. And that's what those big guys, having them on your D-line helps immensely. And I've been impressed with Hay so far today. 5'11", 218 linebacker. So here comes the snap here. The Hurricanes will try it again after the sack. Day again receives.
Yeah, he fakes the handoff. A little screen play.
There.
Oh, there's a strip. And they got the ball back.
Skyhawks got it. Off the fumble.
So Josh McBride forced the fumble and recovered it. So he stuck his hand in there, ripped the ball out, and then was able to just fall on it. And good play by the defense. Again, defense has helped keeping it in there. Josh McBride, middle linebacker, and good play on him. So again, now the offense is getting the ball back. Excellent field position. Hopefully here they can, they've had a couple opportunities where they've stopped that missed pass by Lockwood on the 3rd down in the end zone. That and then, of course, that pick there just before this. So here they go once again.
Yeah, on the offensive side of the coin, too. Fairbairn back. There's the snap. Hand off Mizovic, and he got taken down rather quick.
Yeah, they didn't fall for that one.
Loss of a yard on the play.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11.
Led by number 50, Seb.
That was number 50, Seb Godfredson with the tackle for Hamilton. And 2nd and possibly another yard or two. He definitely didn't gain any yardage on that.
No, they lost a couple yards on it. So they, again, as a defensive guy, you're thinking, okay, 2nd and 12, probably going to be a pass. They are lining up the receivers. And here he is dropping back for the Brody is running for his life. He's brought down. So Hamilton's defense has come up big on this series, and it was a loss of 5. So they're going to punt.
Punt team.
Yeah, that's tough for Fairbairn as he tried to break out and end up getting his foot taken out. And so that counts as a sack for the Hurricanes.
Yes. And so Peter Gabriel sent in the punt team, and see if they can get it down around the 1 yard line, coffin corner they call it, so they can hold them in field position wise.
Here comes the next snap with Swain back. Brandon Swain takes the ball. He will drop and kick it.
Trying to get it out of bounds. See what happens here.
No.
They picked up around the 5. Need to get him out of bounds. He's still moving, but he gets it up to about the 20.
Yeah, good run by Jeremy Hicks.
Making something out of nothing right there.
Yeah, not a bad run there by number 2 on the Hurricanes, Hicks, and he gets it to, like you say, about the 20-yard line. Swain was trying to get that out of bounds, you could tell.
Yeah.
And just unfortunately did not bounce the right way for him. Now we'll see the Canes come back here with 3:44 left in the third quarter here on your TV, Quinty. 37-7 the score in favor of the visiting Hamilton Hurricanes, who had to come a long way this morning on the bus to get here, using the Mississauga Steelheads OHL bus to come down. So the Hurricanes will see if they can get something back here again. They're up by 30.
This quarter's been a bit of a defensive battle. This back and forth with the defenses. Offenses haven't been able to do as much. So we'll see what happens here. See if Skyhawks defense is up for it again. He's dropping back to pass. He sees a receiver.
Good defense by Dylan, but
he made up ground. He got beat by the receiver, and then he turned and just turned and burned, as I would say.
That's right.
To get downfield to get back on that receiver. He was able to do that, and so it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Dylan had to make sure he didn't interfere with that pass as well. That was awfully close. It looked like it may have been called, but there's no flag in the field.
Yeah, he was able to get his head round, as long as you're trying to make that attempt to look for the ball. And he was able to do that.
Yeah, so that's the rule, right? You have to keep your head in a swivel. You can't shove the guy down. You can't go straight for him and bull rush him.
Yeah, exactly, or just fling your arms up and down. And so there, that time the pass was taken. Dylan was beaten on that one. But I don't know if they got the first down. It is going to be 3rd down and, 3rd and 2. So there we go. It's 2 and out. They're going to bring on the punt team, Hamilton is, and punt the ball away. So Zaghetti and McDonald dropping back, it looks like. Is it McDonald? No, it's not this time. So it's Zaghetti.
I've got the return there.
Yeah.
Is dropping back.
Yeah, Zaghetti is the only man sitting downfield.
And
unless they fake it.
Here comes the punt from Sherwood.
Good punt. And Zaghetti gets it on the second bounce, picks it up, and away he goes. Out of bounds, round midfield.
Yeah, so Zaghetti did put it up a few, but unfortunately not enough. And now we'll see the Skyhawks offense return to the field with the O-line, Mizovic and Fairbairn. Also Isaiah Lockwood, the receiver. One of the receivers, I should say.
Correct.
And now Fairbairn getting set to set things up. And he has been great, Fairbairn has.
Yep.
This is the second home game in a row where he's come off the bench for Carter Stevens in the second quarter and threw a touchdown pass.
And it could have been more so far, too. Just a couple costly turnovers has put a stop to a few of these drives. And it's kind of been what's happening to them all season. You know, again, it's just those little things that they have to improve on, to continue drives, to be able to complete these things so that they can get the points on the board and not get off the field.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the Skyhawks are, again, putting more and more forward. Down by 30 right now, though, late in the third quarter. Here's Fairbairn with a low short toss, and is that going to be picked? No.
Yeah, no, just not quite enough on it. It was for McDonald and came up a little short. It was kind of a screen pass there. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and there you see the lineman getting back into the huddle with the play caller. Fairbairn has been the field general for most of this game outside of the first quarter. And like I say, he's looked great. Now we'll see what he can do here with this next snap. It's 2nd and 10. Ball set at center field. They'll get moving. They'll stay on side. Fairbairn sweeping out to his
for
left,
Lockwood.
trying to get by. He's got to
gonna be out of
hurry, and he gets taken out hard. A late tackle there, too. Fairbairn is back up. Goalborn in
Players
there,
aren't
too.
too happy as McDonald. They did throw a flag on it, so that's going to keep this drive alive because he wasn't running out of bounds, and the Hamilton player still took a shot at
That
him.
was,
That's a big no-no.
I was going to say, that was unnecessary because he was already running out of bounds. He was already about to give up on the play, and then the guy comes flying in, takes him down, and right away, Shane Goldborn, the offensive lineman, came in, got him back up, and then kind of gave the defender for Hamilton a death glare.
Yeah. So that's a costly 15-yard penalty for the Hamilton defense because it would have been 3rd down, but now it's 1st down on their 45 for the Skyhawks, on the Hamilton 45. And it keeps this drive alive. So hopefully, they can make something out of this, turn of events.
Absolutely, and they need one. They need a big push here. The Skyhawks have it just on their offensive side of the ledger.
Looks like Hamilton's sending the blitz again.
He tripped, but he stays on. Nice pass, though, to Josh Beal.
Josh Beal running the ball.
Beal flying down the line. He gets taken out. Nice pass by Fairbairn, recovering well after he just about went down. If he had taken that knee, the play would have been kiboshed.
And so another 1st down as they're moving.
Josh Beal was the receiver on that play, and Beal is normally a running back, but he can moonlight as a receiver as well. 5'11", 210.
Yeah, and a great kid off the field.
Yeah, Beal's got a good head for the game as well.
Yep.
You can see him very much a heads-up play. He's ready for the pass, got his hands out, sets, takes it, and then takes it upfield about 10 yards or so. Siren going to end the 3rd quarter. Mizovic gets up maybe a yard or two, but not a whole ton.
It's still a positive run as they get ready to go into the 4th quarter as they're moving the ball. As they flip the field around here, the referees will get ready for what's happening in the 4th.
Yeah, 30-point deficit still for the Skyhawks. Only one score in that 3rd quarter, and that was a touchdown right off the bat, 40 seconds in. Coming off the halftime break, the Hurricanes now will get set to defend again at the other end of the field. So the Skyhawks will try and put it to the right, again going across the screen left to right. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter here on your TV, Quinny. Welcome back to Loyalist College Field. The Quinny Skyhawks getting set for the 4th quarter. They're on the offensive side of the ball, and they'll try and put it in. Here on your TV, Quinny's presentation of the CJFL. Brock Ramon, Mark McFall, and all your TV Quinny crew members. Glad to bring this game to you here on this Sunday afternoon.
Looking my way.
Fairbairn going wide. Fairbairn running for it. Fairbairn telling his guys to get down the field. Does he have enough space down the sideline? Oh, and he just got rocked. His helmet came off.
And I'm not sure if the rule, but I think he has to come off for a play. Maybe not. I know at our level, we're down with the high school juniors, that if your helmet comes off, you have to come off for a play. But it looks like at this level, you're allowed to just put it back on and get at it again. So good run by him. He runs, he's not a big guy, but he runs like he's big.
No, he's only 5'11", 175.
And no, he's not afraid to pull the ball down and run upfield. And that's what he's shown us here, and he got the 1st down. So good for him as they continue to move the ball down the field. The 2nd half, it started just before the half. Their offense started to click a little bit more.
Run coming this way.
And here they are moving the ball again. Mazzetti is got it, and he picks up a few yards there. They can get a 1st down if they can get down to the Hamilton 5, and it's going to be 2nd and 5 right now.
Yeah, so Zaghetti will get back at it again. Skyhawks right now in the red zone, or right there in that vicinity anyway. Needing to get something going here to push across another score. They're down by 30. And if they can keep trimming that lead of the Hurricanes down more and more, they'll put themselves in a good spot.
Well, Hamilton's defense is saying that someone on the Skyhawks moved, but the refs didn't see it, so play keeps going. Fairbairn throws the ball to really nobody in that area, more or less getting rid of it. And so now it's going to be 3rd and 5. Peter has to make a decision. I'm sure he's going for it as we are in the 4th quarter and they are down by 30.
Yeah, at this point, again, you got to take that opportunity. Even if you don't score, then it's, you know.
Now we got a penalty. It could be. So yeah, it's unsportsmanlike against Hamilton.
Yeah, because they were unhappy.
Another one just went out. So Hamilton team has to be careful and not implode. And they're just giving away free yards to the Skyhawks, which I'm sure they'll take. So this is going to probably move it half the distance to the goal, and it'll be a 1st down.
Wow, so there's a huge break for the Skyhawks right there. The Hurricanes can't be doing that stuff when they're up by 30, and they could pretty much just, well, so, I don't want to say coast, but they can.
So this basically is taken right down to the 1-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 because of those penalties.
So you got to think they'll get their heavy set unit out. Skyhawks will.
It doesn't seem to be.
Our guys jump. What's the call? Yes, no, but our
as
guys.
they're straightening things out.
No one move. Jason. Jason.
Give them time to play they want to score here. And that'll still leave like 13 minutes left in this quarter. So see what happens here. I know one thing, Hamilton is going to be bringing the heat. It's goal line stance.
We know all of our guys. You know what he said? You know what he said? He said, I don't know.
Referees are still talking.
He could have said a million things, and he couldn't just have to insult me about knowing the rules.
Yeah,
that is offensive to you?
Either way, it looks like the Skyhawks will have a golden opportunity to push across. The time has stopped. And the coach of the Hurricanes, Jason Hayes, appears to be unhappy as well. He kind of did that hand wave. And Peter Gabriel telling his boys to huddle up.
Yeah, they're anxious. They want to try to punch this ball in, and he doesn't want them lining up and showing the defense what they're going to be doing ahead of time so that they can make adjustments. He wants to make sure it's ready to go when the whistle blows. Because, again, the referee, Kevin, has to come in. Then he blows in the play, and then they're allowed to start going. So you can't do anything until the referee blows it in. So why give away your formation beforehand and allow the defense that opportunity to make those adjustments?
Yep, that's bang on. That's a good assessment. Now they're breaking off and ready to go.
So they got the big boys in there.
Yep, they do. They got Mizovic there. Fairbairn is way over there.
It's
there it is, trying to punch it in. They have a shot. Is it good?
Touchdown.
Yes, it is. Touchdown, Skyhawks. 37-13.
And offense moved the ball down the field, and then with the help of some penalties, ill-advised penalties by Hamilton, got him down on the 1-yard line, and then Mizovic punched it in. And so that's they're on the board again, so that's good.
Yeah, nice effort there by Mizovic, and he's going to get credit for the touchdown, I would think. There was a whole mass of bodies in there,
Absolutely.
but it looks like it's going to be his.
Hold on.
There he is on your screen.
And it was a good push by the offensive line to be able to get the yard that they needed for him to follow in behind. Looks like he just kind of snuck in behind the left guard and followed him right in for that touchdown. So here they're lining up, Swain for that extra point.
No, they're kicking, they're mine.
And he gets it. And so cut into the deficit a little bit. It's 37-14 now for Hamilton.
Yeah, so still a bit of a spread there, but obviously the Skyhawks are making it a little bit tighter. And again, the Hurricanes, that was a completely unnecessary play. I mean, they still were in trouble, but again, when you're taking penalties like that right close to your end zone, that is not smart at all. And Jason Hayes, I'm sure, will have his team sit down after that and talk about discipline.
Absolutely.
Yeah, team discipline is so important. And again, I mean, this is something that the Skyhawks can take away as well. They're making the Hurricanes a little bit fed up, I guess, if you will.
So they get ready to kick off the ball.
12:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. They'll get set to boot it off.
As they're looking for Hamilton to throw in the football. Each team gets to play with their own footballs. So the quarterbacks got the ball the way they like it and that. So they're just waiting for Hamilton to toss theirs in. Here it comes. So they'll be able to kick it off here shortly. And again, the second half, Skyhawks defense has been playing well. And getting quite a few 3-and-outs and giving their offense the opportunity to move the ball, which they have. And it really could be a couple more touchdowns on the scoreboard for the Skyhawks if it wasn't for a couple miscues. So they've been in this game the whole second half for sure. Again, they came out a little slow, and but they've been able to make the adjustments they've needed. And here they are kicking off a little short. That's not as deep as you'd like to see it, but it's a live ball. Anybody can get on that one. That's the difference between a punt and the kickoff. And so as soon as it goes 10 yards, anybody can jump on that ball. For a punt, you have to give that 10 or that 5-yard cushion. So Hamilton's got decent field position. They're going to be on about their 33-yard line.
Yeah, that ball was short, and it was spinning and then bounced. Took one bounce, then the Hurricane player jumped right on it. So good effort.
Yeah, he needed to, because if not, like I said, Skyhawks could have grabbed that.
Here comes quarterback.
Good heads up.
And so now Quinney on the defensive side of the ball again, down by 23. So not nearly as much of a gap to make up as what there was a couple weeks ago, or even last week as well. Ottawa winning by 50. If the Skyhawks can just shut things down, and they cannot afford any other scores. If they even allow one more
here's
score.
The pass. It's coming up.
No, it did not get received, and so that's going to be incomplete. That was Greg with the attempted catch, but a good hold by Dylan.
Yep. And Hamilton's bench was thinking there should have been a pass interference on that. He was playing him a little tight. I must say, if it was my receiver, I probably would be saying the same thing. But the referee's got the final say, and he didn't see it, so no flag on the play. So it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the Skyhawks now need another big stop. And like I said, they can't afford any other score. Even if it's a safety or a field goal, that still doesn't help at all. And that it puts them further out of reach, obviously. So
no, they need to. They can get them out 2-and-out right here again and make the punt. Excellent opportunity.
Snap upcoming.
He's coming out of the shotgun. There he is, dropping back again. A slip by the defender. The safety's coming off the fingertips.
Dropped it again. Again, that's twice now, the back-to-back sequences where he had the ball in his hands and it just slipped out of his grasp.
Skyhawks got fortunate there as little. He slipped on this natural field here. If you're used to playing on artificial turf and then you come and play on natural grass, it is different, that's for sure. But Skyhawks, hey, 2-and-out again, with another opportunity for good field position for their offense to be able to go down and do something about it.
So now they'll punt it off. Skyhawks have one man way back, and I would think that's Segedi again. Can't tell his number from here.
Yeah, it is.
There it is.
Good kick with the win. Segedi's under it.
There he goes. Going to break through, but he's going to be met by 3 Hurricanes, 1 from behind, 2 in the front, and the 2 in the front of him take him down.
So out comes the offense once again with an opportunity to cut into the lead of the Hamilton Canes and work the ball down the field here. Defense has been playing well for the Skyhawks the second half, and getting those 3-and-outs, which helps them keep their energy and not tire them out so quickly.
Skyhawks in the huddle.
So they're going to be starting from what looks like about their 42.
Yeah, not bad field positioning at all, right about the 50-yard line, just up ahead. So here we go.
Excellent opportunity.
Fairbairn fakes the handoff, sweeps out left. He'll look for the short toss. He gets it there. Might be a first down. Yes, it is for Josh Beal. And more, yes. Josh Beal with a good run there. Great pass by Fairbairn. The fake handoff works to perfection. Beal hauls it in, and that will be a first down. Another one for the Skyhawks.
First down for your Skyhawks.
So the ball's at just past midfield. And now it'll be.
Yeah, those yards after catch are so important, and Beal's been doing a good job with that this afternoon.
It'll be Fairbairn back again.
Yep, another pass.
Left hand. Oh, and leaping in right at the last second was the Hurricanes defender. That pass was intended to be for Colin Kirkpatrick, number 85, the receiver, and it never reached him.
Yeah, Jeremy Hicks jumped. He saw something. He read that one, and he almost, if he would have caught that, it would have been gone. So, good defense. So it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick hasn't been a chosen receiver much today. He was standing right there in good position. It looked like he was going to get it until the defender came in and whacked it away. So 2nd and 10 indeed. Fairbairn drops back. Good quick feet movement there, and the ball is going to be batted down.
Didn't get enough height on that to get that screen pass that he was trying to get.
Yeah, that was set up pretty well too. Unfortunately, the defender came in and again disrupted it.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Asimis, and defender got that. It's one of the things as a defensive coach, you're always training your defensive line. When you see a pass, get your hands up, you know, and that's what he did, and he stopped it.
Yeah, good defensive work by the Hurricanes there on that last offensive drive.
So 3 and out for them.
Yep, that's right. 2 plays and then a punt. Skyhawks will try and get it down as far as possible. There's 2 guys from the Hurricanes way back so that they can run in on it instead of having to run to the side or double back, which is a lot more difficult.
Good kick.
Good kick from Swain indeed, yep. And they do have to go back just a touch, but they'll run it back forward again, putting the wheels in motion. Good run here down the sidelines. And then finally he's brought down. Banalevich with the tackle on that last play.
No, it was a beautiful kick. They got about a 25-yard return out to their 30. And so that's where Hamilton will take over with their offense. And again, Skyhawks defense has been coming up big for the last couple quarters, so let's see if they can do it again.
That number again is 405.
Set here for the snap. And the Hurricanes trying to put this game officially away. They're still up by 23, but one more score for them will definitely put the Skyhawks out of commission. Although with only about 9 minutes left, Quinney will have to really get a quick 2 and out here in order to get going.
So
there's some nice ankle breaking moves there, and finally gets taken down. A couple of yards gained by the Hurricanes, but not much.
Yeah, a good defensive stand. The D-line wasn't fooled by it. Were able to get off their blocks and make the tackle like they needed to. So he got 4 yards on that at the most. And so again, 2nd down and long.
Right there.
Probably Hamilton has the wind at their back right now, so if they're going to pass, is the time to do it.
Yeah, and it looks like it's Kieran Day again. He's been the man that Jason Hayes has trusted all day. Back in the pocket. They'll move it forward. There's the snap. They're passing indeed. Day sweeping wide. He's going to run it instead. He's got absolutely no.
Get the first down and steps out of bounds after he gets the first down. Smart play by his. Good coverage by the Skyhawks. No receivers open, but no one took the quarterback, so he was able to run and get that first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had absolutely nobody within a country mile away from him. He had a chance to take it up, and he originally was going to pass, and then just decided, yeah, I got all this real estate in front of me. I might as well take advantage of it, and he did. And then decides just to take the first down and then get out of Dodge.
Yeah, the linebacker wasn't able to get out there to, because usually in those situations, a linebacker would have him, would be the one that would be spying on him. And
nice tackle, fumble. There it is. Did they get it? I think they did.
Now there's a penalty, another penalty. Hamilton's.
Flag on the play.
Trying to see who comes up. Banalevich looked like he laid on top of it. But are the Hurricanes going to get
Jacoby? He blitzed off that back end. It was a halfback blitz off the back side, and he was able to get in there, force that fumble, and the Skyhawks were able to recover by the looks of it as the referees are trying to straighten things out. And let's see what the penalty flags were for. It is against Hamilton, unnecessary roughness. And so it's 15 yards on top of where they got the fumble. Once again, opportunity, right? And so they just need to be able to, on these opportunities, be able to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah,
the words, Meister.
Just take advantage.
Take advantage, thank you.
Yeah, make the Hurricanes pay for it. And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they've had several of these opportunities. They just haven't been able to execute fully yet. So hopefully here, because Hamilton's getting frustrated because they know they're making these mistakes. And
yeah, and Hamilton, the first quarter Hamilton Hurricanes were unbelievable.
Yep.
4 scores they had, and that's pretty much what's carried them through this game. The rest of the game, though, has not been great for them.
So here's
Fairbairn's
lots of
ton
of time for Brody. He's looking for a pass. There
it's a
he goes.
long bomb, too. Might be a chance. No, it's not.
Ball is
Incomplete pass, and Fairbairn, again, a lot of time and space. Defensively, it seems like maybe people are getting a little tired now because there's been a lot of real estate available for those quarterbacks.
Yeah, Daniel Wheeler was in there. He was open, but he slipped and wasn't able to bring that ball in. So we've got 2nd down and 10, and it looks like there is a Hamilton player down. So a little bit of time for Peter to come up with a play to at least get the first down, keep this drive and this momentum going.
Webster Health. Yours truly, Peter.
And Skyhawks quarterback Brody Fairbairn has some time to go back, maybe chat with his coach.
He had a lot of time to come up with that pass there. Great blocking. So it wasn't a Hamilton player down. It was actually the intended receiver for the Skyhawks that was having a hard time coming up. So
yeah, that's Wheeler being taken off, and Carter Stevens was out there with Coach Gabriel to have a chat with Fairbairn, but he's got his helmet on too, so I don't know if he's coming in or not.
Right now, he's just been there. He's been calling in the signals, the offensive play signals. They use all-hand signals for their plays, and so Carter's been doing calling those in. So, but he's got the helmet. He's ready to go. I'm sure as if the coach needs him.
Yeah, always be strapped up, ready to go, just in case. And
that's right.
Fairbairn took a shot earlier that knocked his helmet off. So, but he's not feeling any effects. It appears like he's done all right since. And right now they're having a chat with the
Hamilton's head coach. Has got some questions and trying to get an explanation.
Explanation,
yeah, from Kevin about what's going on. Usually it means the coach doesn't.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Hayes has been doing that quite a bit down at the other the sidelines to our right. It's been frustrating for him, and again, even if his team wins, he's probably not going to be completely 100% satisfied with his team's effort, especially from the 2nd quarter on.
Yeah, like you said, they came out gangbusters and got the big lead, and then it's like they've settled on it, and you don't want that as a coach. You can't, because you're allowing the other team back in the game, and this is, like I said, Skyhawks they've been in this, and if they've just executed a few more of these opportunities, they'd be, right there.
That's right. Yeah, you count that, like we said, that missed Lockwood pass down there, the ball batted out of the air for an interception from, that was a Mizovic pass.
Yep.
And then also a couple other close calls.
So here they are lined up, ready to go, 2nd and 10. And it's a run up the middle. Great opportunity for Asimis.
Asimis gets taken down, though, by 2 Hurricanes.
Yeah, and so he gets about 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, Godfredson, number 50 in black, was 1. And then also Theberge was in there.
And so, so they gave him a little bit more, so it's about 3rd and 5 to get the first down and keep this ball moving.
And they're going to set Fairbairn and Asimis back behind him.
Yep. Got 4 receivers lined up to his right.
Oh, fake handoff again. That crossed them up. Big time. Nice pass.
And
is it good enough?
Yeah, it's a first down.
Yes, it is.
And that was just a crossing route for Beal. And
Pass is stopped by number
perfect,
83, Josh
perfect
Beal.
pass.
Touchdown!
Josh Beal, another nice reception from number 83.
Yep.
And Fairbairn with that strong arm. And we said he's not very tall, but again, maybe you don't have to be. You just got to have good wheels and a good arm on the run. And Fairbairn has displayed that in spades today.
Absolutely. No, you don't. You're probably not old enough, but there's this guy named Doug Flutie that played in the CFL.
Yeah, I've heard his name a time or two. Also, his
he
brother
wasn't
too.
a very big guy, and he had a great. There we go again, another great completion.
Nice grab, but they have enough.
Pass is stopped by number 2,
Trying to tug away there was Jack Kelly looking for his second TD of the game, and I think he just came up short.
So second, they're going with the heavy set right now as they only need to pick up a yard to keep this moving, and they're down right now on Hamilton's like 4-yard line, it looks like, from here. So excellent opportunity to put some more points up on the scoreboard. Just protect the ball and execute.
Under 5 remaining in this fourth quarter, with the score 37-14 still for the Hurricanes.
There it is, right.
Skyhawks looking for a change. Mizovich driving. Is it good enough?
Should have got the first down. It'll be close.
Yeah, he's right there on the edge too.
And if not, they'll have another opportunity, but it'll be pretty close. They may be bringing out the chains as Kevin looks at the ball and to the sideline where it's marked. And so he's asking, do you want me to measure this?
Yeah, it might not hurt.
He's asking the Hamilton guys, what do you think? So no, that's what they're going to do. They're going to call timeout, and they're going to bring in the chains, measure it, and see exactly where the ball should be. Is it a first down, or will it be 3rd in inches?
They're bringing the chains over.
Yeah, that allows Fairbairn another opportunity to chat with his coach and his teammate, his quarterback mate, I should say. And they are going to bring the chains to take a little measure here.
It looks like first down.
First down, Skyhawks. And they're right there at the goal line.
Yep. So 1st and goal now, but they need about 2 yards to punch it in. So they left the heavy set out, obviously. It's been working well for them.
Great work there by Adam Mizovich. And again, it's very stocky, good low center of gravity. And he trucks it through for a first down. Now an opportunity for a score. He's back there again. There's the high toss. Is it in? Beal trying to drive it. Did he get in? Yes.
Well, the players are saying a touchdown, but the referee said no, he's come up a little short.
No, just a little short. You can see the view at the goal line in your screen there. And
so,
yeah, I think it was wishful thinking from the Skyhawks.
So it's going to be, they're trying to get things to move quickly so the defense doesn't have a chance to, and the defense to set up and catch their breath. You want to hit them once again. They got like a foot to go to knock this in. They need a good push from the offensive line. And here they go.
Yep, they don't need really any talks. There it is. Mizovich driving. Yes, touchdown. Adam Mizovich, and the Skyhawks are pulling a little closer now. It is a 37-20 score with the field, or an extra point coming up. Adam Mizovich was the star on that drive, and he finds a hole on the Hurricanes' defensive line and punches it through for another score, the 3rd of the game for the Skyhawks. And the most points they've had all season so far as well.
Yes, yeah, so again, these are the things that you can build on as a team as they go into the film room this week and look at the stuff as they get ready to play the GTA Grizzlies next week. So, no, that was a good push from the Skyhawks.
Yeah, lovely effort there by him. Here comes the setup by McDonald, the kick by Swain, and it is good. So the Skyhawks with 3:35 left in the fourth quarter. Look at here, 37-21 the score. And they've also done a great job. The defense has of holding Hamilton to 9 points in the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, no, they've done a great job. They've adjusted well after, like we were talking about earlier, Hamilton came out, Skyhawks came out flat. They came out like they weren't sitting on a bus for 3.5 hours this morning, and they took it to them. But Skyhawks have made the adjustments, and defense have played well, and the offense has started to move the ball again.
Yeah, it's very impressive stuff for sure. And if only it wasn't for that first quarter, like you say, where the Skyhawks came out flat, Hurricanes came out like gangbusters, this game would probably be a lot closer. And in fact, the Skyhawks have, since the second quarter, outscored the Hurricanes 21-9.
Yeah. So shows you right there that these, like we were saying at the beginning of the game, that they're even, I think. It's just one team came out not ready. So let's see what they do here. There's still 3:35 on the clock. Do they try an onside kick, or do they knock it down there? And
so they'll set it up to do it here. Swain. Now this is an interesting strategy point here. What will Swain do? Because he's set up short. Does an onside kick make sense here? Well,
you're down. You're still down. You need to get the ball back, and so that's what they're going to do. It's a live ball. Somebody,
there it is.
Skyhawks got it.
They got it. It paid off. Swain with a short kick, and unbelievable stuff there. It worked out to a big degree, and the onside kick, we had just asked if it made sense. It certainly does.
Yep. You have nothing to lose at this time with only 3.5 minutes left. You're down by a few scores, so what a excellent execution of that. Sweeney got the right bounce on it. That's what you want. You want that bouncing ball, and then it's anybody's.
That's right, and the ball slipped right through the hands of the outstretched Hurricanes player there too, and if that one had just had a little bit less English on it, he would have been able to haul it in. Instead, the Skyhawks jump right on it, and their offense stays out on the field.
Yeah, so here they have another opportunity to make this, a 37-28 game.
Yeah, and that's all they really need to take here as Fairbairn drops back, fakes, he's got a man on him, he's got to escape, he does, fires it down and diving out to make the defensive play.
And there's a flag, pass
interference. There's a flag, yeah.
I was going to say they should call that, and they do, as the halfback went through the receiver before the ball got there, and that's a big no-no, so that'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Hicks was the one that dove out there and interfered with the Skyhawks receiver. So again, we'll see Quinney set up here with an opportunity to drive up there on the Hurricane side of the field now.
Yeah, they're going to be setting up shop down on their 37-yard line, 38-yard line. So excellent opportunity again. So Brody's been doing a great job in the second half, controlling, the ball, getting out of trouble when he needs to, being able to roll out. So let's see what he can do here. Again, he's rolling out to his left. He's talking to his receiver, and he's just going to try to get back to the original line of scrimmage. And again, though, undisciplined play by Hamilton as he's running out of bounds, and the defender hits him out of bounds. And so that just gives Quinney 15 yards.
Yeah, that again, a tackle where the quarterback's going out of bounds already, giving up on the play essentially, or at least throwing the hand up and saying we're taking this run out, and they go and tackle them and just completely kill their momentum and hurt themselves. They're still up by 16, but that kind of thing is going to come back to bite them big time in the behind if they don't start shaving up like that.
Yeah, discipline's a big part of this, and especially if it's a quarterback. If it's a big fullback or something like that, the referees, they'll probably still throw the flag, but when it's a quarterback, absolutely every time they're going to throw it on that because they're trying to protect them.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of contact made by a defender there from the Skyhawks on a Hamilton player, so I was hoping the Skyhawks were hoping that wasn't going to get called for a little bit of interference, but they call the Hamilton Hurricanes instead.
Hamilton.
2:46 left in the fourth quarter. So
maybe this is called the timeout. Hamilton didn't have the right personnel out there. Head coach Jason Hayes throwing up his hands a bit, so he's getting a little frustrated with the undiscipline of his players, which is expected. You practice, you train, you tell them to do this. But again, heat of the battle, heat of the game, things happen.
Yeah, and it's understandable. Guys getting frustrated in that. It's competitive, and the Skyhawks certainly will take advantage of it, though.
And it's basically, the script is flipped. You know, in the first half, it was mostly the Skyhawks defense out on the field most of the time. Now it's been Hamilton's defense, and they're starting to get frustrated. They're starting to get tired. And, you know, because Quinny's been able to move the ball on them.
Yeah, and even if the Skyhawks don't come back in this game, that's still something positive to build off of for next weekend.
Yeah, lots of positive little victories in this game that's been happening.
Can we get close to this?
Yeah, and especially with some guys that are going to a Loyalist College and getting in their first week of classes and getting in practice time, video as well when they can. This has been a pretty impressive showing by the Skyhawks, and especially after that first quarter. If it only wasn't for that 28-point against first quarter, Skyhawks would be in a much better position. But again, the Hurricanes did the job early on, and again, they're struggling to kind of keep their heads on straight though right now. Now we're going to look at what the Skyhawks can do here. They're set up at about the 30.
Yeah,
30.
No, actually it's the 25. So 3-minute warning. So we got just under 3 minutes to go. It's been whistled in. Let's see if Quinny can get it some more points on the board. There's a run up the middle. And
a good one too. Mizovich had some space there to work with, and he will use that effectively. Gets it up about 6 yards or so.
Another first down.
First down for the Skyhawks.
Another first down indeed. And with 2:37 left now, again, time is going to stop here.
It's whistled back in.
Skyhawks, yep, now it's whistled in, and the Skyhawks got to get out of the huddle quick. Can't afford to waste any time now.
So if they can get down to even to the 2 yard, they'll get another fresh set of downs, but I know they're trying to get it in the end zone right now. And again, run up the middle, challenge that.
Yeah, Mizovich this time got stuffed.
Yeah, you only got about 1.5 yards on that one there.
Yeah, good defensive stand by Hamilton, though, this time. They did not burn themselves. They remembered what happened the previous play where they let Mizovich have all that open space. Now we're going to see what becomes of this play here after the stop. Again, time is ticking down, so the Skyhawks have to hustle here.
So they're spreading it out a bit, and so they go. It's a jet sweep.
Toss. Seghetti's got to hustle, though. Seghetti's going wide, cuts back to the left, and then gets clotheslined by two Hurricanes. Nick Seghetti is going to get back up on his feet, and I don't think he gained the first down, though.
No, he didn't. He got a few more yards. They're gonna have to, you know, they're gonna keep the offense out there, and but that jet sweep has got them yards every time Seghetti's run it so far today. So it's 3rd and 5. They just need to, even if they get to the second 2 yard line, they can get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and
so they're been whistled in. Play's been called in. This is the game, you know. Hamilton gets it back now. They can pretty much time out the game.
Sit on it, Seghetti has been a catalyst for this offense, and he's going to get set up for the run again.
In motion, Lockwood. See what happens here.
Fairbairn in trouble, and he gets sacked. That's going to probably do it right there. He was in heaps of trouble, and he ends up getting taken out by number 56, Hunter Craig, with the sack. And the Hurricanes have just about buried the Skyhawks right here. But a good effort all in all by Quinty, and Fairbairn just a little bit scrambly, a little bit panicky there once he realized two guys were coming at him, and Craig finishes him off.
No, lots of good things to build off of this week. Lots of good things.
The Hurricanes now will, again, they can sit on it like you said, but if they
they still have to
run.
Yeah, like Quinny has at least one of their timeouts, if not both. I can't remember. So they can stop the clock. So it's up to the defense. So they could get the ball back with a bit of time left. Because again, the CFL, the last 3 minutes can last a lifetime. It seems like, especially if you have the lead.
Yeah, if an interception or fumble happens, the Skyhawks still have some daylight.
Yep.
And then, of course,
a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, and then or a quick 3 and out, exactly. And an onside kick on the next kickoff will help immensely, potentially. So now, with the time stopped, 16-point difference. Hurricanes sitting in the driver's seat still. But again, like we said, this second half has not been terribly impressive by them, and Coach Jason Hayes will have a
Bit
chat
of a
with them
fumble
after.
there. The defense is all over them.
Good work by the Skyhawks defense there. And again, that's the key too, is keeping them deep inside defensive territory. And they've done that so far anyway in the first play.
So I haven't seen if, doesn't look like they're going to call a timeout, so that means that once Kevin whistles the play in, the clock will run. And where it goes. So as it runs, getting closer to the 1 minute mark, the play comes in from Hamilton.
Here comes the snap here. Kieran Day.
Timeout.
So now, timeout Hamilton. They let the clock go down. And yeah, that's why I don't understand why Skyhawks wouldn't have called the timeout themselves to kill. It would have saved about 17, 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's right, 20 seconds. It's down to 1:03 now. So Hurricanes will take their time here. But again, they got to get it downfield. If the Canes can't get it downfield, the Skyhawks have another opportunity offensively. If they can get it past midfield, then this game is pretty much under wraps. Jacob Hosford back out after he got dinged earlier, so good to see him back after that. But Joe Tomlinson, like you mentioned earlier, he's out. And if a number of players still missing, but they can get Brock Lever back for next week. Thomas Robinson, again, trying to get him back, feeling better again. Same with a couple others, Larker and Lechner. They'll be in a good position.
Oh,
it's GTA,
the ball is out.
out.
And so, again, defense has come up big in the second half for the Skyhawks. It's going to be forcing them to punt. They're going to have, though.
They're punting, they're punting.
So, again, it was, depends if they ruled it as an incomplete pass. If they did, then they won't, the clock can't start now until the hand drops because it was an incomplete pass. They ruled it. I just heard Coach Gabriel ask the ref how many timeouts they have left. They have both of theirs, so they have that to their advantage right now, too.
Yep, that's huge for sure. But right now they got to try and stop this next play.
Yep.
This punt.
Oh, it's a miss. And they blocked it.
A block. There's a chance. They got to pick it up. Did they get it?
Yeah, they got it.
Yes, they did.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Skyhawks. Huge block there, and how about that? They make it a 37-27 game. 10-point difference.
Yeah.
What a job.
So number 40 there, Joe
Ringette.
Ringette, he got in there and was able to get on the ball in the end zone to get the touchdown. And so they're still in this 10-point, and they get this extra point. It'll be a 9-point deficit. And
yeah, that's incredible.
Bringing more life. And so again, you still have an opportunity to do that onside kick. You never know what'll happen.
Yeah, you just never know. Exactly.
CFL, you gotta love it.
Yeah, that's right. That certainly makes the game much more unpredictable.
Yeah.
Much more unpredictable for sure.
Yep. Yeah, south of the border of their football, you know, you get 2 minutes left, they just let the clock run out. But when you only have 20-second time clock and stop in between plays, you got lots of time.
That's right.
So they're going for the 2.
And oh, it's not good.
Incomplete.
No, good effort there. Beal was the intended receiver.
Yep. They were ready for Beal's cross pass there.
Yeah, the target was painted right on him, and Fairbairn had good eyes for him. Not a bad pass, a little bit low, but still, Beal was right there. And now they're going to kick off here and take the...
And you know it's going to be an onside kick.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. 10-point difference right now with 50.8 seconds left, and this has turned into something of a game.
Yep.
The Skyhawks were looking like it was...
Oh, another blowout.
They looked like they were having visions of last week and the week before against Windsor, against St. Clair. And all of a sudden, things just turned. And that first quarter, that's really Peter Gabriel, when he's talking to his team, I got to think, you know, he's going to say outside of that first quarter, that was a great game.
Yeah.
That was actually a really solid game. And unfortunately, that first quarter is what really burned them. But at the end of the day, they still got an opportunity. Swain will get his mate set up.
see if they can get. They were successful in the last onside kick, and they were able to get the ball and go down and score. So now let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, Brandon Swain sets up for the onside kick.
And which way is he going to go? He's coming over the opposite direction this time. And
oh, they're going to pick it up, though.
Yeah.
They'll hug it.
But it is going to be offside.
Offside. Two flags are on the field. Offside potentially on Hamilton.
No, the offside was against the Quinte Skyhawks. Their defenders were across the line before Swaney would kick the ball. And so Hamilton, of course, is going to decline the penalty, not give them another opportunity to kick it from 10 yards back. And they're going to take over at midfield with only 49 seconds left. So they'll be able to, depends, Peter can use the, if the defense stops them for, you know, no yards or a loss of yards, then it's worth calling the timeout because then they can't run the clock down. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty crucial play for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, if their defense can come up.
So if an interception or fumble happens, the Skyhawks take it all the way. They'll make it 33.
Yeah, Hamilton's going to be pretty secure with the ball here. They're just going to run it, I assume, up the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, high. So there he goes. Oh.
King with a good run there, and he's going to get taken down about halfway.
So he only got about 4, maybe 5 yards. So now it depends if we're going to call. Why aren't they stopping the clock? There we go. I'm like, why is the clock not stopping here?
Yeah,
but it is stopped.
36.6.
And I don't know if they're going to call a timeout, because if not, Hamilton just run the clock down to 16 seconds, take a knee, and then take another knee if they wanted. And the clock's running, so for some reason Skyhawks aren't taking the timeout.
Yeah, no, and I think they're maybe seeing that it's going to be a little bit of a lost cause now, because even if they score, if they go down and score an interception, they still need, even with 2 extra points, it's not going to do. There's a handoff. King run into a big conglomerate of players there and
loss of yards.
Loss of yards, exactly.
Yep.
And Banalevic was one of them that was in there for the Skyhawks, one of the white shirts, 13.2 seconds left.
But now they're going to let it run down, and they'll just take a knee on this 3rd down, and that'll be the game.
Yeah, so the Skyhawks with a valiant comeback effort, and unfortunately it falls just short by 10 points. 37-27 is the score that'll be final here in the next 5 seconds, as the Hurricanes will just take the knee. And again, a lot to be happy about with the Skyhawks team. They're going to go to 0-5. The Hurricanes will improve to 3-2. But Mark, a wonderful effort by the Skyhawks.
Absolutely.
And you've got to be really impressed with their resolve after that tough first quarter.
Yeah, it's like what we said for this whole second half. You know, if they would have played like this right out of the gate, they would be the victorious team here today. Both teams were equal, and defense for the Skyhawks came up big in the second half, and so did their offense, being able to move the ball, score. A couple miscues are the difference in the game today.
Yeah, and that's going to be the ultimate message from this game, I think, for Peter Gabriel is, boys, we got to start on time, because that was the killer in this game, was not starting on time. 4 scores against in the first quarter, and that last one right at the siren too was what turned out to be the worst one of all, because that was the difference between the Skyhawks potentially coming back, taking a lead or tying the game, and ended up losing.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, this week's practice, you know what they're going to be working on, the positives, build from that, and then get ready for next Sunday as they're back at home against the GTA Grizzlies.
Yeah, and a great effort, too, by the Skyhawks, and unfortunately they come up just a little bit short. The GTA Grizzlies in town next week, 37-27. Hamilton Hurricanes win over the Quinte Skyhawks, but some good games from Jack Kelly, Brody Fairbairn, Adam Mizovich, and company. We'll say so long for now. We'll talk to you next weekend on behalf of our Your TV Quinte crew. My name's Brock Ormond. And Mark McFall and I will say so long for now, and we'll talk to you next weekend here on Your TV Quinte and its presentation of Quinte Skyhawks CJFL football.